but when you say there's nature hasn't got any acid elements or any acid or fruits, what about the lemon? Isn't that acid? And some people would argue, say, well, you can take acids, and once you take it in, the body will convert it to alcohol.
I've heard that philosophy or theory for years. The body does not convert any acid substance into alkalinity. But there is a difference with lime and lemon. Lime is alkaline. Lemon is acid. Like a grapefruit. Like a ciderati. We call it naranja aire in Spanish. Ciderati is alkaline. Not a grapefruit, not an orange like the Valencia. They're all acid based. And funny, I did Messina. We associate acidity with something that is sour. Am I right?
Yes.
No way. When I'm gonna give you the sweetest thing on the planet,
Yeah.
cane. There is nothing on the planet
Mama, do you ever
that
see my
has
new toy?
more acid
Mama,
Why would I
than
have seen?
cane.
Keep up with your
And
toys.
it's sweet. You know what is the acid? They call it glyceric acid. This is why once upon a time it was prohibited to sell sugar. But now it is the highest and most subsidized substance on the planet by government. Sugar is one of the worst stimulants that you can put in your mouth. It is very acid. Glyceric acid. So we think that the something has to be sour to be acid. Not so. A lime, like the key lime, that's very alkaline. The other one they call the Persian lemon, that's very acid. There's a difference. Always look for that which nature made. Nature did not make an acid substance. I've heard people talk about nature even go through the process of cross-pollinating itself. Not so.
Pleasure of being here next to this great man, Dr. Sebi, who has invited me to his house. And I'm also here on a monthly retreat, cleaning my body, taking these wonderful herbs. Well, I didn't say your wonderful herbs, the herbs,
Wonderful herb.
the wonderful herbs of this fabulous place here in Usha village in Honduras. And now we're taking the time to interview Dr. Sebi and get his input and also his wisdom on what is this entire thing that we call alkaline and acid, and what are the foods and herbs and fruits and things that we should be eating to keep this people healthy. We had just been talking a little bit before, and he said basically the ultimate food is oxygen, and we're also going to ask him about that. Dr. Sebi, welcome to the show, and thank you very much for setting the time to share your wisdom with us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Guzman. You also is a great man and a wonderful man. From the day I met you, I want you to know that I felt your vibration. And you are a very accommodating individual. I appreciate you. Thank you. About alkalinity and acidity, it's good to know that. Very good. Very important nowadays. But in the days of the black man in the jungle and the Inca in the jungle, the American Indian in the jungle, the Maya, the Toltec, the Olmec, the Paya, they didn't even have to think about alkalinity and acidity. is considered the organic family. Today, we live in a highly scientific world, a very developed world, but we live in a precarious time in which what we see is that because of us deviating from the path that the Maya, the Inca, the black man, the American Indian, and the Toltecs in Mexico, they live connected to the cosmic procession. They didn't have waste because everything was what? Biodegradable, recyclable. Even the fecal matter was recyclable. And this is the reason why they didn't make toilets. So now we're talking about alkalinity and acidity. Well, why do we have to do that? Why do we even have to talk about acidity when the planet
It's
was
still
constructed
going.
on the structure of alkalinity? Why? Because it is
Am I here?
alkalinity
Yeah.
that is alive. Whenever a substance is alkali, the base of that substance is what? Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. The Chinese call that the Cho arrangement. That is the arrangement of life. Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Chinese said Cho, which is cool. Now, why do we have to entertain alkalinity? Because it looked like we just began to wake up. That we have been poisoned for approximately 500 years since the arrival of the great Christopher Columbus.
The
He
cravings
was
of
the
eating
one
whatever
that
needs
brought
to happen.
rice and beans and chicken and
Cravings ain't gonna be,
turkeys and
your stomach gets
dogs and
smaller.
cows.
Just your stomach gets smaller, and then you lose weight because
Well,
you're
I
not.
hope
We didn't
both
have
happen,
that.
because one, I want to stop eating so much.
Yeah,
That's the stomach
We
trick
did not
part
have
too.
that.
The cravings are just.
Because those
I think does that even if you eat like I want to say a lot of vegetables, but
are
mean,
natural
like-
things, or animals are
like because I used
natural
to
of the food.
eat all them,
They were
what do
acid.
you call it? Blended meals I make,
Very
Yeah.
acid.
and it just comes out
If you
faster,
take the milk of
so
a
your stomach
cow
doesn't have enough time to
and
fucking
give it
keep
pH
stretching
test,
or whatever.
it is 5.5.
I don't know.
But if you take the milk of a buffalo,
What happens?
I just know that every time I do eat nasty,
it's
my stomach can't handle
9.7.
all of it no more.
There is a difference.
Can't eat as
So
much.
why
Yeah.
do we have to entertain
I feel like if I were
alkalinity?
to have
Those
like
of us that are aware
a combo,
that
like
it is in
burger,
the alkaline
fries,
world
Yeah.
that we
drink,
really
I feel like I gotta finish it all still. So
life
Oh yeah,
and
I'm
nourishment.
waiting for that feeling of
I know, I
couldn't
would
eat
too.
all of that.
because I've been incorporating a bad meal. Here, go ahead and give the.
Alright, so we bought this puzzle at Walmart yesterday. That's 1,000 pieces. I picked this one because I really liked it. It's called Vivid Collection, and it's a puzzle of a tropical forest. So I picked that one because I liked all the colors and the like animals and just
The forest.
seems like nature. I didn't know it was gonna say forest, but I
Well,
didn't know it
it
was
is.
a
Does it say
forest.
forest? It doesn't. Oh, it does say forest.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a
Tropical
forest though. I just saw the animals and
And
the
then
colors and jungle.
look, you got all like iguanas and stuff. Mushrooms. Got the shrooms.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's
You
nice.
picked a good one. I was trying to pick one too, like it would relate to what we be talking about all the time or something.
Yeah.
But hey, you found it, guys.
Yeah.
What is this glue? You sorry bitches. You just tear it up. Maybe it just needs to be stretched like this, I guess, to pop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it got
See how
Velcro?
much was that? No, it's got that hot glue, I guess.
Yeah.
So you can't bring it back down. Damn!
There's all these little tiny pieces.
Let's see how we can start this shit out. Right? We gotta use the box too, right?
You can.
I'm gonna do that in a minute. Glasses.
Another is always easiest. Putting the border together.
Oh, that's how.
Yeah.
You put the border down. You want to do that? Look for all the border lines first, and then that's how I.
Yeah, that's how I usually do
Yeah, I
it.
used to cut the borders out. All yeah.
If other pieces come together, that's cool. But it's always easier to do the border.
Yeah, it's always. What the fuck? I want my money back.
What? Let me see. What's wrong? It's all fucked up.
Yeah, this one's a fucking piece is fucked up.
Come
Oh, that's
on.
some bitch ass motherfuckers, dog. I paid $2 for this. Bitch ass bitch. And then make sure all the pieces are upright.
Shit, this one
But this
feels
is a
like
lot
it
of
fits
pieces.
anyway, but I know it don't fit.
A la verga. Is this a straight piece right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, we're gonna put the straight pieces right there.
Yeah.
Just put all, and then you put all the colors together. You ever did that too?
Yeah, but see, that one has a lot of patterns. I don't know
Yeah,
how
and then
that's
all
gonna
the
go.
colors like. But you put all the greens to greens, you see, because when you put all the greens to greens, and you're like, okay, over here, maybe it's up here, maybe it's right here, maybe it's right here. See, because you got all the. But hey,
Let's see.
yeah, they did that shit on purpose too. You know that?
What?
Look, see, because they got purple here, purple here, purple right here, purple right here. You ain't gonna do that shit. We know y'all combos. Now if we can get rid of that borderline, then we about to make money.
I tell you what, this one's gonna be hard
Why?
because just the colors the way they are.
Oh man, that border be easy, dog. The border's always easy.
Let me see.
Cause all you gotta do is just keep trying until the border fits.
You gotta really visualize that picture too. It's hard because it's just all over the place.
Shit, I'm almost
Like, see
like,
this right here, this will be easy to connect because that's a weird pattern.
see, I haven't done this puzzles in a long time. But mom used to do that.
What?
My
These
mom,
puzzles?
yeah, she used to do puzzles and shit. And then that's what I was thinking about, like how do I get the puzzle where I can, so that way when I flip it's on a cardboard.
Yeah.
Because that's what she would do. She would put them on like tape, put tape in the back of it, and then put them on a cardboard and hang them up.
And Grandma said she was doing puzzles.
What are you talking about? Word puzzles?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's bored. There you go. That's what I'm getting. She's probably like, I'm having a blast. Come over here. Nah, man, hell no, you know. What was I saying?
These pieces are
Man,
fucked
come
up.
on, man. All right, look, fuck Walmart and these puzzles.
For real. How much was this shit?
Man, they paid me $100,000 to do this review, and they gave me fucked up pieces. Now I'm gonna get fired. All these pieces are no good.
Right?
Fucking Walmart. That'd be awesome. Just do like a puzzle video all the time. Man.
Yeah, I'll do that.
This one look like you could go to SpongeBob. Ah, man,
Yes.
they're giving us pieces that go to different. Fucking Walmart. Oh, look.
You found one?
I don't know, maybe.
No.
It fits.
What about this right here? Look, all the yellow pieces may be a little easier.
Ah, man.
There. Oh, this piece is a little fucked up too. Damn.
I tell you what, these pieces are fucking hard as fuck to fucking. This one's got a green one right here. This. No. Oh, I thought that was gonna be easy.
Man, these pieces are fucked up. Look at that.
Man, Walmart yard.
What? No, you can't.
Boom, right there. Got one. Right there, look.
Over there. Boom. There you go. Picking it up.
Ain't that a motherfucking bitch?
These right here all have the same pattern. So these.
I'm already working on this yellow one. I'm supposed to be looking for the straight line borders.
No, no. Do it however.
Yeah, I'm still looking for the borderline. If you see any yellow pieces, just go ahead and pass them over here.
Alright.
That's an eyeball for sure. Look.
I want to say this is it, but this ain't it. You see that?
No, that's not it. Let me see.
But you see the pattern's the same, but I.
No, that thing has a hole right there, man.
Yeah,
You
it's
tripping,
not-
dog. Look, you trying to outdo me, dog.
No, I'm not trying to.
But,
do
look, I mean, another one. This is a more light color. You can't even tell if it's like an underbelly or if it's a.
Yeah, let me look at that box.
Oh, this is the web. This is a web. This is a web then.
Let me see.
And this is the antler. Look, that's the antler.
Pass that over there here once you're done, because I'm not getting a close-up visual of this.
Yeah, that's cool
Let me
shit.
see.
Let me put this to the side. I'm putting that to the side over there, but let me get some of these border. That's a border piece. This is a border piece.
These are all border pieces
Okay.
right here.
Maybe we should get another a canteen for it, Lovey, for the like
The
separating the borders to the. There goes another border piece. Oh man, come on, man! How you get pieces this messed up, dog?
it's like they glued it back together.
No,
Because somebody already went in there.
But not only that, you know what happened is that when they put them in there, they just pressed it down. The people who put the
Packing the trucks.
yeah, the people who work at the factory just like once it spills in there, they put the box on it. They didn't even care. They're supposed to shake them a little bit, and they just pound it in there after a while. That's some bitch ass motherfuckers, dog. And I used to work at companies like that. Shit. Hey, fuck Walmart, cause I used to work there at the warehouse, and man, I used to fuck up shit in that bitch, dog. I used to, and that wasn't purposely. That was because I was being, what do you call it, love? Pressured. Hey, you're moving too slow and shit. Grab it. So I would get the machine and I'll grab it. And I'm talking about 55-inch TVs and shit. I'm grabbing them with this machine sideways and stuffing them in there with a machine, man. And we're going over here buying this. That's why they want you to get those fucking warranties and shit. Oh, here goes another yellow one. Spider web. This is probably some two spider webs too. I gotta put this over here. Fuck that fucking job, man. And then they want to call me and ask me later down the road, after George Floyd died, what can we do? Or what was it, love?
What made you leave Walmart?
Yeah, what made you leave Walmart and shit? Like I get paid to tell them that shit. Like if I tell you what made me leave, are y'all gonna hire me back? Man, y'all some. All right, I'll give y'all some information while y'all fucking change it up and shit. And I'm trying to think, is this a straight piece though? Look at this one.
I'm grouping the pieces that are similar together.
Yeah,
too.
I'm doing that too. That's why I do it the yellow ones over here. See, like this yellow one over here. Just goes over here. But look, you see that? It's not a straight piece, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
This one should be.
Okay, this is one. This is another. Shit, I hope I don't get these mixed up like I'm doing right now. See, this goes over here. Trying to think of like something to push these other ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh shit! Look at that.
You
This
got
one.
one?
No,
It was already come together?
It was already together.
Oh man, that was already together. Ain't
Yeah.
that some shit? That's a butterfly. Ain't that a bitch? Man, y'all trying to fucking finish the game before me.
So you can go back and buy another one.
Then they're probably like toy stories in the game in the inside the box. They be matching themselves up.
I don't know if it goes.
Which one are you looking for? All those.
Oh, well, I'm just doing the border.
Yeah, I know,
and
but I
then
see
and
that.
I'm grouping together.
Yeah, like this one. No, I was just trying to see which one. Here goes another butterflies one. But how many butterflies they have in there? And here goes this one right here for yours. This one. This is a leaf, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it over here with the yellow one. Oh, I better not mix them up though. You know what I'm talking about? Like mixing up the, even though it's a one I'm looking for, I need to put it for the border. I wonder how long this is gonna take us. I know we ain't gonna do it all today though.
You don't think so?
I don't know, man.
I think we could do it.
Yeah, I think we can do it, but
Here's another butterfly.
look, there's another piece. Oh, another piece together, and it's a borderline piece too. Look,
Oh, that's
see?
good.
Man, it's some hoes, dog. I think these things be like in the dark, fixing each other, like the Toy Story movie and shit.
Oh, look, got one.
What, you got another one again?
No, I got one myself.
Okay, finally.
Fine.
I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna put it over there with the ones I'm looking for. Here goes another borderline. Fucked up pieces, man. Y'all, I need my money back, dog. Giving me these fucked up pieces and shit.
I think this puzzle was what, like $5?
No, it was like $9.
$9?
The ones that were like kind of difficult like this, they were $9. But $5, $9, I don't give a fuck. If you gonna sell it, that shit better be fucking good. Or at least tell me, hey, it's gonna be fucked up for $5. Don't make me like go to what is it, like when you go to the dollar store? Well, you should have known what you're getting yourself into. No, then you should tell me that. No, but people like to fuck people over for money. Fucking bitch.
Now we are not living 500
I needed to get that guy to come over here and cut that tree down, man.
Alright.
He said for how much? He said $300. He said he's gonna cut a whole.
250?
Yeah, he said $250. This guy said I need to cut my tree. He said for $250. I'm like, man, hell no, man. I said, even me giving you $500, it doesn't even feel right.
Yeah.
But at least that's the least I can do, because that's what I can at least afford for that. I'm like, damn, dog, that's sad, dude. And I'm still thinking about just having him cut halfway, and I'll deal with the rest.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, look, another one. Look, another one. Together. Son of a bee. They say, hey, y'all stupid anyways. Here, let me get y'all going first.
That has stars in it
Alright.
or present. Stars.
Y'all probably gonna hear it, even if I do upload this or not, but y'all probably gonna hear some Dr. CB in the background. Dr. Sebi?
Sebi. I
Dr.
say CB.
I say CB too.
Oh, I say
I hear
CB.
other people say CB too. What does his mom? What does his wife and his kids say?
They call him Dr. Sebi.
Okay,
They call him by what he goes by.
okay. I call him Dr. Sebi. Yeah, that's his name. But I just, it's just.
I call him CB.
I
I'm
just-
just using CB. I think the way I read it, even though it does have an E, Sebi, it just sounds funny
Weird
coming out
to
of
you.
my mouth. Yeah, to me. Dr. Sebi.
Well, say, let me look for a box. Ay, my leg. You know what?
What?
I was gonna tell you can get a mango starter.
Alright. I gotta go back in there anyway.
Over the tea.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put together a little fruit bowl.
Oh, let me see. What was I get? I got the tape for it too.
For what?
To like I
So
said,
in the
put it in
ABCs of our understanding as to what is and what shouldn't be in our presence or diet is to understand that everything that has electricity has to be starch-less.
Oh, these are my headphones. These ain't the ones for that one. This is the ones for like the one Junior has. See?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It had so many headphones.
I have so many headphones. It's a cool little fucking styrofoam thing. You can use this too. You think? Just
Yeah,
throw it in
exactly.
fucking-
Make sure the camera ain't block. Make sure they ain't blocking the puzzle.
Oh yeah. You're right. Well, yeah, just put it over here. Look, let me just dump all these in here.
I'm not ready to dump mine yet.
No, I'm just dumping these to the side where I don't. These ain't the ones I'm looking for.
Alright.
These are just ones that I'm just not fucking with. And then I'll get that out. So I'll put it over here for right now.
I got a tea rumbler. This is acting like it fits, but no, that don't fit. I'm tripping.
No, it's good. Just once we get everything like that, then we just get the border down. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Then we move all this shit out the way and then get the border done. I might just start putting these inside this one instead. Let me see. That's the way I did my puzzles back then.
Where's your teacup?
I don't give a fuck if this thing's mixed up. I'll fix it again.
Where's the teacup?
Teacup?
Mhm.
Teacup?
Yeah, yours.
I thought you took it. Not took it like as in, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's in.
Yeah.
So I guess mine.
Yeah, can you please cut me a cantaloupe? Oh, you say you're gonna make a fruit bowl?
Yeah.
Let me see. Trying our hardest to eat healthy, I tell you that. It's a son of a bitch.
That's necessary. But since we work every day and we're very busy, we don't have time to be going into the chemistry because sometimes it becomes confounded and difficult. But a good measure is it has starch, yes, but it's no good for me.
Ah, la verga. I should count how many fucking pieces they're fucked up. So I can make them pay me back. Or give me a free box. Or give me a free box and we just keep making free videos off these fucking pieces that are all fucked up.
Bread. Why? Because it is starch less. I could eat a zero that is starch less. You could eat oatmeal, starch less, instead of rice. Because the objective is what? Peace. I want to find peace mindset. That's the only objective. It's not the amount of money that I could amass. It's not the amount of houses that I own.
Preaching, dog. I'm telling you, I gotta be here some of this Dr. Sabian. I don't know if he's fucking like all these other characters out here who tell us some of the truth and leave out the lies, but you have to pay attention yourself to listen to those truths yourself.
That's all we want. You want to live comfortable. That doesn't cost any money. It just costs a couple seconds of nothing.
Maybe we can do puzzles in movies too, Lovey.
It just requires a level of understanding.
Maybe we can do puzzles in movies too.
In that understanding, you begin to make a better selection. It's not like 500 years ago. You didn't have to weed between the maze of negative because there weren't any negative. Those things didn't exist. Day before yesterday, which was Tuesday,
Nothing.
Mr. G, Marina, Orel, and last but not least, well, there was Pablo and the sister Chef Aki. They went to the Maya ruins. We all went together, but I didn't go in this time. I stayed in the car.
You heard him say Perel too?
I want them to hear.
I think so.
When they came back, I said to them, I asked
Yeah, that's where it's like crazy. But what gets me is where's these people who are not saying things themselves? Why were you being? Oh, I was telling people you full of shit because I don't hear it in your songs and I don't hear you preaching all the time. Somebody tell me something like that and fucking man, I'm talking, man. And especially in the platform that they
I
have,
don't know.
like I'm talking. But I'm scared, Jesse. You don't know. You get killed over this shit. I'm trying to keep my family alive. Fuck you. Well, alright, so why you making money off of me then, bitch?
Marina,
Well, them fucking Dick Gregory said that these fucking celebrities, man, they ain't nothing but
and
fucking assholes, dog.
please. Well,
I know, I understand you made it to a position you've been trying to get to,
sister
but you done did so much dirt that you don't even know how to go back to that life that you lived.
to the Maya ruins. We all went together, but I didn't go in this time. I stayed in the car and let them go.
I'm pretty sure your intentions were fucking good from the beginning. But hey, you're doing some bad shit now. That's why them boys be killing themselves. Cause why are you trying to kill yourself?
Your lawn.
Why are you trying to kill yourself if you got everything you wanted? Money, you wanted it money. You got the cars, you got the girls, but yet you still see celebrities killing themselves. Because there's something in their head that's fucking with
I don't
them.
know if there were any blood.
It's some of the doors that they open,
Blood.
and they regret those doors.
Oh well. How would we know this, that there were blood? When the Maya ate only that which was alkaline, it would have been difficult, very, 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 very difficult for him to leave a relaxed state and find a reason to kill someone, another human being. You see, we know this to be true. That the Maya didn't eat corn, rice, nor beans. But the guy told these people that the Maya ate these things. That is not really true. The Maya couldn't have been eating corn, nor rice, nor beans. Why? Because these things are European, all of them. They are hybrids. They were brought to this part of the world with Christopher Columbus.
Yep.
Furthermore, these things have starch. Even until recently, and even today, they have a grain here known as teosinte.
Teosinte.
They make tamales and they make tortillas, just like you use corn, but it is natural and it is starch less. Just go back to the Maya and the guide, telling these people, our brothers and sisters, that the Maya ate corn and they ate rice and beans. Now, this information wasn't true. What else did they say about the Maya that we have to suspect to be other than true? Many other things. So you see, we are surrounded with misinformation. And out of that package of misinformation that we learn in school and we pick up in the environment, we use that in our everyday life to make our decisions. Well, I wasn't privileged to school, you see. I see things different. I see things differently. Not better, because I'm not better than anyone, but I see things differently. Much different. That difference is tied to Mother Nature. I never make a decision that isn't connected to life. The decision
That's probably why they're so heavy on fucking those people that are savants. Look,
This is why
that's why they're so interested in those people that are like savant levels, because they see things that has to deal with science. So they think that's a doorway to seeing what God does.
I didn't have to believe in anything. I don't even believe in myself.
Cause I was always like, why y'all, you know, so interested in these cats that are like, they're not even smart. They're just like, they see things different. But it's because maybe they're looking through the eyes of God. You know what I'm saying? Not in the sense that they're looking through the eye, you know, the direct eyes of God, but they see the things like the technology that He used, and not that God used technology, but that's what He makes happen.
Of the woman being the leader, because that's what she really represents.
Another piece together.
The female gender. I don't know different.
No, I just found another piece together. I found another one, but I just left it up. Found another one. No, that's not another one.
That I've been married to various women. Maybe I prevented them from exhibiting that energy and that tenacity of a female. Maybe there was something about me that prevented these women from exhibiting that power, that energy there, that energy. Can't blame them. But my interpretation is a little bit different. Again, different. But I recognize that the woman is the energy that maintains the society. So that is in conformity with, like, again, the elephant family is only composed of females. And those of you who have grown marijuana, the one thing that you don't want in your field is a male plant. You yank him out.
Yep.
Always the female.
Yep.
In fact, here in Honduras, I gave people the duck. The duck is...
Oh, there's a corner.
It's purple and light.
That's my tea? It's still hot.
Female plant.
There's a corner right there. You found the corner yet? I found one corner right here.
Because the other one is reproducing.
This is like, where's this gonna go?
The beginning of this
Let me see
age
where this
of
corner is.
understanding that is required for us to put into motion when we come in contact with another human being. You have to recognize.
Yep, it's the top corner piece.
You know that person. That you're gonna have
It goes right here. That's where this one goes. I'm gonna put the corners by themselves. Well, you know what?
to express themselves the way they are, the way they see things, and you and I not criticize that because they are.
Damn, girl.
That's all.
You gonna need some of this?
Yeah.
Oh, put it right there.
To recognize
You use a lot of raspberries?
others.
Yeah, cause pretty much our whole containers work.
Yeah,
Almost.
there was no more camo?
Oh, you did say
There
cantaloupe.
we
Yeah, that's
find
cool.
out the journey
Is it just nothing but mangoes and raspberries?
Yeah, just mangoes and raspberries, cause I want to get rid of those raspberries.
Because you like
You're
they're
not
moldy, right?
afraid to make decisions.
Well, not moldy, but they look like they're getting old.
Some of them are, but there's so many raspberries.
That's why you can't be doing this shit.
Yeah. You gotta just
See,
eat
we
them.
can't buy a lot of raspberries because then they mold easier.
Yeah.
But these are one of the healthiest fruits that you can get.
Yeah. I mean, look at the McDonald's fries. It doesn't mold at all because it's
skin.
not natural. But when you got natural fruit that was once actually alive,
Mm-hmm.
it actually dies at some point. So that's what happens with
There's
it.
a word that came out of the Congo,
Yeah, let me put all of
which
this
means
in
love.
that box. Let me see that box so
Love.
I can put these pieces.
Which ones?
the box or whichever.
Yeah, you know what? You can do that with those because these are all just random ones.
Alright.
But I'll give you some more of those pieces you were looking for.
And in so doing, I love everybody. I love everybody.
Matter of fact, leave it over there for you right now. I'll stack up with these right here.
The breast that is locked by the acid condition that exists in our body today. We want to relax. We want to be in a.
Because right now we're not even working on the puzzle itself.
But to accomplish that, we have to select the proper food.
I tell you, man, I'm like aching for a burger right now.
Yeah.
McDonald's burger at that.
Man, I was thinking about just a cheeseburger of any kind, like large. You know, I never get the large, but large combo with some fries. With a shit
Got the skin on them still. I'm glad. I
Yeah.
appreciate you left the skin on it because
Yeah.
I like eating the skins.
Yeah. I don't really like eating them, but I'll chew on it and then I'll take it out.
Yes, his DNA is different.
What's in the oven?
But how that different?
Oh, with grilled?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got.
No.
Junior asked for something to use.
Decided to get them all something.
Yeah.
They give us the same medicine they give everybody else. Yet
Now I know I should be feeding my kids the same thing, but I feel they do have a strong immune system
one
Yeah.
right now.
all.
But I don't want them to fall into these ways. So hopefully,
My
when we get
genetic
to
predisposition
a
is
space where we can grow our own food, then we have plentiful of it for us to give.
Yeah.
Wish we should just change our budget, really.
Yeah, true. There's some things we can still afford to put out, which we're gonna.
So
We'll
we
pay those
as
phones off
believers,
especially.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be a
knowing
big
that this has been
Is that my
omitted,
beard?
this degree of
Your beard?
understanding
Well, my hair got ate up. I tell you
Oh
that.
man. You got one?
has not surfaced
That'd be fucking crazy back then.
The
Mustache right here.
1988,
That'd be crazy back then. They didn't like cut their hairs, but they would do this.
the present
Oh!
was challenged. Not for the first time.
Who fucking knows anymore?
2,708.
It wouldn't be considered nasty. It's only nasty now because we do nasty shit.
The American Medical
You wanna see
Association,
that another piece right there? Mix that in. This is another
the African Biomineral Balance was the only therapeutical approach that
I like the way he talks because it just sounds like something. I mean, not sounds like, but when he says some of the things, it's like, yeah, it makes sense.
But to do so,
Stuff that's common sense,
we
really.
have to rely
But
again
we don't use our
on
common
the
sense.
natural
So busy worried
manifestation
about
of
other
life.
shit.
We have to select from that particular perspective the compound used to bring about the reversibility. No big secret. Electric
Got
body,
this.
You got one?
electric
Oh
food.
shit.
It is said by many.
This stuff, this tastes good. These mangoes and the raspberries, they taste good.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to keep eating this. I want to eat I want to go eat my hamburgers. I want to go eat my. I've been thinking about when I think about Mexican food. I've been thinking about enchiladas. I'm like, fuck. And then mom was saying enchiladas. I'm like, man, that's some devil ass shit going on in this world, man.
Minerals have been lost. Energy has been lost. We have to retrieve that.
It's crazy because
To bring
the only
about
thing that
the
gives
degree
me like
of energy
I made that stir fry, the second one. I made 2 stir fries a day, and I already ate both of them. Like the whole pans of both of them, and I just don't feel like satisfied. Like it's funny, my body feels nourished. Like I'm not like having the shakes. 'Cause I was
Yeah.
having the shakes before.
Yeah, that don't say, but maybe in your mind
But
it's
I'm
like.
just not. It's not enough. Like when I think about a cheeseburger, even though I just ate that whole stir fry, I can still fit a cheeseburger in. I can still fit it in
We
there.
have on
And
record
eat it and enjoy it.
that by putting into motion
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
and using
And I'm not a
for
cheeseburger person.
compound
I'm thinking about just getting the app for the phone, editing app for the phone. It should be just
Alright.
cheaper
Yes.
Yeah.
and easier because I'm just gonna chop shit up.
Okay, they
You know what
have
I'm saying?
those.
Huh?
The ones for
I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We cure sickle cell, blindness, diabetes,
Just do little cuts,
lupus,
Yeah.
herpes,
trims and snippets and shit off.
which is
Little
the
cuts and
problem
snippets
we
and
have
shit.
raised the
Yeah.
bar.
Fuck all
Set
that
the standard.
bullshit that I was trying to do earlier. Cause
Why not? The
my
purpose
wife
of
went
science
and bought me a
is to improve the present
decent
condition.
computer. I'm gonna say
And
because I
keep
mean
improving.
The ones that are fucking powerful are fucking way up my ass, like $4,000. I mean, might as well just go buy a regular car, and that's what we're trying to do, buy a regular car now.
Yeah.
So I felt real bad about buying something like that. So I went anyways, and I ended up getting a Dell computer with 16 RAM. Oh, don't start that shit. 16 gigabytes of RAM, and then 1 whole terabyte, right?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
find it?
No.
No.
I see it though.
Where?
Yeah, right there.
1 whole terabyte,
The whole
and
Bible of the
brought it home, and I tried to put my Filmora on it, Filmora Pro.
Yeah.
Filmora Pro on it, and it was still acting stupid. So I went ahead and we put the DaVinci on it, and I got a lot of videos I'm trying to edit and shit. And the purpose of me editing it and getting it out is 'cause I like doing things over the top and to my best. And just editing wasn't enough for me. And two, somewhat it had to do with trying to get it looking fancy so more people can look at my videos. But then I started losing track of the reason why I was doing this was, you know, just to get my what was it, love? To express myself. So I lost track of that, so I felt weird. So I ended up taking it back anyways. I was like, well, hopefully I can get my money back for it. So I ended up getting my money back for it. I mean, I could have made it work. I mean, cause I had got it, and then it was telling me, you know, my space in one area, I needed to add more space. So I had to pay like $2. It would come up to like $100 a year or something like that. And well, it wouldn't come up to $100, but you could pay like a whole year's worth for like $99.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had to pay for that, and then they had something else where I was trying to download free music, and then there was like a website where you go get it, but you have to sign in, and then you had to pay more for that. And I'm like, man, like, dude, we got a lot of slave masters out there, and they're trying to enslave us as much as we're already enslaved as it is. Like, I bet you, not to be all, you know, mean and cruel about it, saying this, but I mean, I think it was a lot more, and I don't even want to say that.
What is
'Cause
that?
it's not. No, it's not about even saying it. It's about like, cause I mean, what they put slaves through back then, you know, ripping them apart and shit
Oh,
like
you
that.
saying you feel like it's more house niggas?
No, not that. I feel like it would have been more better being a slave to that master, one master, him, and that's it. Versus I'm in this shit,
Yeah.
and I'm a slave to my house. I'm a slave to my truck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a slave to, and it's like, yeah, they ripped those people apart for not listening or defying, but me, I'm killing myself inside, and to the point where I kill myself.
Well, I've heard that before. I forgot who said it. I want to say Dick Gregory said it. I don't know who it was, but somebody said that.
Well,
Like, it's worse now because now it's a mental
yeah,
game.
I heard him say that it was worse now.
Yeah, it's a mental game
I mean,
now. And back then you knew what was
It was
coming.
physical.
Yeah, it was physical and you knew.
Yeah, you knew what was coming. That's why I was like, I don't want to say that because I wasn't in that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to put somebody through that. And
Like, I'm going to say, for me personally, what my ancestors had it worse because I couldn't even imagine going through that. But, you know, that's me here saying that. You know, they may look at me now and be like, damn,
That's what I said.
That's fucked up.
Like, I'd rather, I'd rather do this.
Yeah.
That's what I said, so I wouldn't even know.
So I don't know, but I don't know. I've been through a lot of stuff, and I'm just gonna go and say they still had it worse, in my opinion. But I can see how this is worse because you just constantly all day in your head questioning yourself. You don't know what's coming.
Yeah.
You can't prepare for it. You know.
Always
And
on
the slaves
fear.
had.
They had, I
had
do my
food.
job, I get my food, and that's it. And I
just-
shut up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to be cutting you off, sorry.
And oxygen.
Right.
But
That's what happened.
yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm not saying this is worse. I'm not saying that at all, because I don't know those conditions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know about it by researching in history, but I don't know that actual feeling of myself living in those conditions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I tell you what, you know, I've done the mental game and that shit. I'd rather somebody punch me in my motherfucking eye than what I did, you know what I'm saying, to you, you know what I'm saying? Sitting there being shelling myself and calling you names and shit where it hurts the inside. You know what I'm saying? So,
Like I said, I understand where it came from.
Yes,
you know, so.
I'm gonna eat spell bread. Why? Because it is starch left. I
There's a
can
lot that
eat
goes
a
in all
zero
of this.
that is
Yeah.
starch
That,
left.
of course, if we were in our right minds,
Folio,
we wouldn't, you know,
starch
Yeah,
left.
do no things like that to nobody, man.
yeah,
Because
Don't
the
be trying to hurt
objective is
anybody.
yeah.
peace.
Just like how Stevie just said right there. He
I
said
want to
everything
find
else there.
peace within myself.
He said that
That's
if you
the
were in
only
your, you know,
objective.
your right mind, you wouldn't want to hurt somebody. If you loved yourself, you wouldn't want to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's true.
Because I could only live in one room.
So when I love myself, I don't
It's
want to
about
hurt
the
you.
state of our health. And to understand
But when I don't love myself, I be just punching you.
Man,
Shut up, fuck up.
Shut up.
That would
Shut up,
privilege
bitch.
us. That would privilege us to live comfortable. That's all we want. We want to live
I need to go
comfortable.
fruit
That's
mix.
comfortable.
Yeah, I know the bowl was so full. I was
It
like,
should
fuck
be
it.
not a plural for that. It should just be for two.
Yeah,
Of nothing really.
yeah, the bowl was full. I was like, all right, we good. We can make another one afterwards. Next
No,
one,
I'm good now.
In that
Next one, I'm
understanding,
thinking cantaloupe and
you begin to make a better
say the
selection.
blackberries, 'cause
Not
Junior likes
like
the blackberries.
500 years ago.
Oh, Junior?
You didn't have to
he ate
eat
that whole thing
between
of blackberries.
the maize.
Well, not the whole thing, 'cause I ate some the other day.
No, but I'm saying, why is you making it? So then you making a burrito?
No, I'm saying he ate them though.
Oh.
So I'm gonna say those for. I'm gonna say the next batch.
Oh,
for
okay,
him,
for Junior.
'cause
Oh,
he likes those.
okay. Okay.
It's like they all got their own little things that they
Yeah.
like.
We want something beside that.
Well, they most definitely love apples and bananas.
Shit, not no more. Them apples just sitting there, and the bananas too. They ain't eating. Those bananas would have been gone by
No,
now.
but yeah, I know. But now they just like, I don't know. They be like trying to switch up a little bit. Junior ate another spoon. Not a whole spoon, but he ate a spoon of that sea moss.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You know the baby likes it. He thinks that shit. Remember I put it in that clip and he just ate that shit?
Oh shit, you sure right. Yeah, I know.
I haven't given him no more sense. The baby he likes quinoa and the vegetable. Man, he likes.
He likes a lot of stuff I wouldn't eat.
Yeah. And the kids too, they like a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have eaten. Well, shit, I
You
wouldn't
know what I
eat.
mean, man?
I probably would.
That's everything.
Yeah, your ass probably would.
But
Wouldn't eat that
in
shit. But
today's world,
Another one.
I'm alive in
yeah, it's just nice to
We're
see
getting closer.
how we're
Right here, look.
integrating.
Oh, look, Lovey.
And let's watch,
Oh,
man.
okay. What's that? Just
Now I can use
another.
that box. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Oh, is that?
Ah, that's the poster. Oh, that's some whole ass shit.
So what? So you? Or
That's
is
some whole
that?
ass shit.
Is that measure that? Is that the measurement?
No,
of
that's
the
not the
puzzle?
measurement. It's a lot
Okay.
more bigger than this.
Again.
You know what? Is it? No, it's the puzzle would be about here to here, remember? Like from here to here to here.
It's one of the
But-
baddest.
Alright.
Well, you can use this to look at, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't feel like this is gonna help me. Like I know it's gonna help me, but I'm like,
His son
I'd rather just do
was
it.
very much attached to his mommy.
No, I'm gonna need it, but I like to use it too anyway.
Boy, his daddy saw
Yeah, I
that.
can do without it.
Is that cheating now?
I don't know. I don't wanna use it.
He told
Yeah,
his
like-
son to gather all
There's gonna be a lot of puzzle masters out there. Oh, you're cheating!
Is that his eye
Man,
right
fuck
there?
you, dude. I don't give
It's
a
way
fuck.
bigger than this. Look, that's his eye right there.
in that bag.
Oh shit. Looking right at you too.
It's you dig a hole.
Oh, you're not a real puzzler.
You're
Yeah,
not
fuck
a real
you.
puzzle put together.
You rather.
Master
Is this a
Chief
fucking
3000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know this kind of energy comes out of Mexico.
I bet you can't beat your meat better than me. Ah, la verga.
Champ, champ.
He's like, challenge accepted. Oh shit.
One for you.
Yeah, whoever says that,
The
he
woman
won
that
already.
killed the Nazi man.
No, someone was there ever say that. Okay, challenge is
Challenge. I like you won.
just quick, cause for him to accept that, he's confident.
He's confident.
He didn't care about what nobody thought.
So keep your clothes on. And he got a necklace.
Oh, it's
And a
another
necklace
outlaw
right
right here. I wonder who it is.
there. A necklace.
He's like, and only one hit. Whoa!
They could not understand why. But the oxygen was engulfing his
Butterflies,
body
man, you don't know
now,
what
and
you want.
brain, his central nervous system calming
This piece is
down.
all fucked up.
Oxygen, but we covered
There's
up.
another
Put all the
butterfly.
butterfly pieces right here.
Yeah, there's butterflies all around though, right? Or they're in one section. There goes
Yeah.
one right here.
Yeah, they're all around. There's one right here.
Oh, this is the Beatles thing with the wings, huh? And they do that on purpose too, so you can get like son of a. They give you a piece. You know what I'm talking about? Like this one beetle. Now it gives you a certainty of what. No, just this one. I mean, the only dragonfly. But they do that like they give you see like one dragonfly and that holds up there. Because you can be iguana here. There goes the iguana right there. Look, these two see. So this one's like a. I found this corner piece right here. It's right there. Look. See?
I lost myself in Detroit from a sister who was a school teacher. But the description she gave of self, I mean, you don't want to mess with self. Mess with anything else but self.
Oh, is it with the grass right there?
It's pink too. Yeah, that's it right there, Lovey. That's that corner.
We find ourselves trying to make a decision in our life or make a decision in our life that will bring about a degree of peace. Because that's all we're looking for, is peace. Just contentment, to be tranquil. Yeah. I could smile.
You made them awesome burritos and stuff?
Yeah,
I
I put
could
three in
enjoy
there.
the butterfly.
But Princess is asleep,
Of
so
course,
I'm just
why
gonna give the boys 1.5 and some fruit.
Yeah, I think she's been up. No, she woke up early.
Understand
She was standing
the
on Jason.
mechanics behind that. We have to begin.
Yeah, but was she playing? Like, I'm not saying it was right, but I'm saying where they, like, she was sitting down and playing.
I just don't see how she.
I don't see how she even got to step on him and he didn't shake her off.
He did. He did.
Man,
And
she
then
could've got her,
then he got up. Then he got up to come tell, and she grabbed him and pulled him to stop him from telling. I don't know. You seem pretty guilty when you do that. You're trying to stop him from coming to tell.
Damn, this fucking, these kids here, man.
She did that. I know that's Daddy's princess, but that
True,
girl's,
but
that
it
girl's
is,
a freaking turd.
I was just saying, like, even if they were playing, I know it's wrong, but
What
like,
happened?
you have these pieces too, on like this lizard's bottom stomach,
In
right?
each of those plans,
Yeah.
they're gonna
That's what it
connect
looks
them
like.
with the time
Yeah, I'm
you
putting
get
both.
to the room.
Well, the lizard and I think this one's the dragonfly or something.
That is
Yeah, the dragonfly and the lizard right here.
Like
All right, we're getting close. We're getting close.
Like that bird.
Closed.
Close.
Yeah, that's a new word. For real, for real.
When winter arrived, or when
Let me see if it's still recording some bitch ass cameras.
oh, it is October.
Yes, ma'am.
27, we gotta start packing. He picks it
Uh
up.
oh, come on, man. Don't wake up, bro. If that boy wakes up, this game is over.
Then
So now,
I'm gonna put stuff in this box once I'm done, like this one.
the thing that we talk
Or,
about.
yeah. Or you know what? I might just, when I'm looking, I might just pick something that I can just start putting this. Oh, chingas the way. Here, eat those up. Oh, you want some titties.
It's electrical. It's compatible.
Oh, man.
Us.
so I want you laying right up under me.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
He said I want to lay right up under you.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Damn, what the hell's all that?
That's her.
Hi, my name is Jesse, and I like it in the butt.
Bolingo is a word that came
Hi,
out
my name is Jesse,
of,
and I read the book. Sometimes it goes in the butt.
which means
That's
love.
what that, like, every time he does that, it reminds me of that Reading Rainbow.
Love
Yeah.
meaning
Okay.
that
So
we
she
have
read the
reached
rainbow
a
right in the butt.
Yeah, basically, and shit, that's, there goes Channel 8 for your ass. All that fucking weird shit they got going on to speak to the kids. Full of shit.
Bunch of adults sitting there playing and interacting with
And playing
small
those
kids.
endo, like they be doing that endo. Like if you gonna do a kid show, do a kid show, but y'all be doing some endos and shit.
Yeah.
Like come on,
You
man.
mean innuendos?
I said endo in your asshole.
Endo,
We
endo,
want
endo,
to be in
endo.
a stressless state. But to
Endo.
accomplish
No, I never get that right too. You know that?
Look, here's another
we
corner
have to
piece.
How's it go?
Innuendo.
Right here, put that corner piece over there. Where's that other one? I
Is
had
this-
two of them. I had two of them.
This one's where the
Where's the other one you had?
Here's one right here.
Yeah, this one. I put the two corner pieces right there. Wait, I just seen something right
The
now.
brain is copper and carbon. But what about the individual
Gave
person?
in. What
Does
did
he
it?
represent?
Oh, he ate the fruit?
Yeah, he's still trying to lay down too. You need-
that
A la verga.
Yes, yes,
Don't forget about your tea under here.
yes.
Oh yeah, though.
His DNA is different. But has that difference been treated? No.
The tea we're drinking is It's got some Pau de Arco, some
Power Daraco. You trying to use this to use your Power Daraco. I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
that's the name of it.
Yeah, I know, but you trying to use your. I've been learning my Espanioso.
It's Espanol.
Delicioso.
It's got some Pau de Arco in it.
Pau Daraco.
Some Palo Guaco.
Panaguaco.
Some
How they do it?
Coco Meca.
Cock of milk.
Damn.
Yeah, but how does it, like, you know how they do those videos where they're like pronouncing the words and they're just saying like what it doesn't mean?
Oh, and muicle. Some muicle. Now,
I'm trying to think of something. Moite?
go look those up if you want to know the benefits of them.
Not for the
But
first
just
time.
know that they're really good for you.
Two
They're alkaline.
780
Alkaline.
before
Electricity,
challenged
not acid.
the American Medical Association.
Let me see.
I'm like, let me put all the green pieces together.
Violence
Shit.
was the only therapeutical approach that prevailed over the existing
There's
philosophy.
another about to be done.
But
About
to
to start
do
playing
so,
this bridge. I can't find. You know what I can't find? We're missing one more corner piece. Look at
You
that.
got it?
Nope, nothing piece together. I'm gonna put in all the little pieces that go together. That doesn't have nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying?
Well, this is my.
What the fuck? You already started? Oh shit! I thought you had like a whole fucking thing. I was like, Jesus Christ.
No big secret. Electric
Jared, you don't want to go back to sleep?
electric
You've been
food
up all day.
is
You don't want to give me some of them titties?
by many,
Touche.
but when the body is sick, it
Then I'll go
needs
back to sleep.
medicine to cure it.
True, but then he wants to sleep
The
in my
African
arms.
biomedical
He's like, that's not my problem.
negate that position.
It's your problem.
Sounds like a personal problem to me. I used to love hearing that. He said, man,
Need to be nourished by
my wife's about to have a baby.
because
You mind if I take the day off? Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Good.
we have to retrieve that.
Can't get a day off, man. Sounds like a personal problem to me, son.
Ain't got
Shouldn't
shit
be
to
having
do
no
with
kids.
Nobody
You know
said
you
that,
got
nothing.
you got a job, and they be like too, like when I was working at Texas Terminal. Oh, you know they just, but it's like, go ahead, just take the day off. But they're like, nah, we want your bitch ass
But
here,
if
dog.
you do take the day off, just know we don't like that.
Yeah, we don't like that. And then they kept hearing me like, I got another kid.
They're like,
Imagine
yeah,
if I was still be working there like this motherfucker trying to get 2 weeks vacation. What they give us 1 week vacation? No, they give us 2 weeks vacation when you got your right.
Got a week?
No, they give us 2 weeks.
Oh, you
But
talking about Princess? That was Princess.
Yeah, but I always took a week off. But that one I took 2 weeks. But I always remember. Yeah, I did get 2 weeks. Remember when it was Junior's birthday, I took a week off, and then when it was Jason's birthday, I took a week off. Remember?
Not really, but.
Yeah, but I remember it used to be 1 week. Well, at first it used to be 1 year you get 2 weeks, but then after that they started this whole like you get one if you work there for 1 year you get 1 week, and then after 2 years you get 2 weeks. But since I already been there, that didn't apply to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I was going on my 2nd week I think after that.
10-year. Yeah, I'm starting to match these now.
Alright.
I
I was trying to get these rest of these things down.
Until you reach a level of
Okay,
ultimate
this I don't know if this goes with
where
you.
that is,
Yeah.
I don't know. But if
Hmm,
there is
those
an
are these two.
offering that
There's
eclipses
another
all
one.
others,
I don't even know.
Oh, the kids'
Then
food.
we
Let me do this
are
last little bit
obligated
right here.
Little
to
bit.
raise with the level that has the new level that has been established. If we fail,
I'm gonna try to get this web going though too. Once we get this borderline going.
it means that we are being inconsiderate and we want to deny truth.
Hi, my name is Jesse, and I read the book that sometimes my penis is small.
Welcome back to the Lois Banks Show. I'm your host, Lois Banks, and today it's my pleasure and my honor to introduce.
Girl, you gonna get your hair did, but you didn't do your makeup.
Dr. Sadie, but I have the honor to introduce Dr. Sadie
Yeah.
to the Lois Banks Show. Thank you, Dr. Sadie, for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
I am so excited.
Like she got 4 kids of her
I
own.
actually prayed about 2 years ago. I asked God to allow you to be a guest on my show.
Girl,
you don't
wasting your
know,
prayers.
but I am a licensed nurse by trade. I've been walking and working in the healing ministry for almost 30 years. I actually teach people how to eat properly. I hold a Bachelor of Science degree in healthcare administration.
She got a bachelor's and all this shit, but you talking to a man that ain't even go to school. That don't seem weird? You still trying to preach to him what you been through in school.
Instructed humankind to do as
all
far
right.
as learning how
That's
to take
it, love.
care of the body. And when I
Now I just gotta get the borderlines going and then we good to go.
Conferences, I actually do what you do. I teach people how to eat properly, how to come off the chemicals, how to drink the purified water. And I send people to your website so that they will learn how to put herbs in their body and cleanse their body. Now, there's some information as far as the church is concerned has been missing. The church leaders.
You know what? I didn't find that other piece, love.
Herbs,
the corner piece.
Nutritional program.
There must be a corner piece in here somewhere.
With that, because people are actually dying needlessly.
Yeah, I might have missed it too because I was getting too happy and throwing pieces away.
Teach people how to eat properly, then God comes in and He does the miraculous. When I'm praying for people, I see blind eyes open up, the deaf ears are hearing, and I've actually had people's legs grow out in my hands. So I've learned to take authority and speak to body parts. And when I speak to like an arm or a leg, it actually grows out. And so I've learned.
He's looking like, man, you full of shit.
The natural realms that God has created.
That would have looked like he's like, I talk to body parts now, and I'm like, bitch, don't do the talking, just do the eating.
And talk to the television audience and give them a little bit more insight about how God works with you, because I know He does. How do you know which herbs to combine and put together? Is it over a period of time you've learned to create the herbs and put the herbs together, or does God give you dreams? Do you just have a knowing of how to?
Ooh, this is not easy.
Can you open up and talk a little bit about that?
Thank you. We will address the church.
Oh, y'all some hoes.
Like you mentioned.
Yes.
The church is one of the most valuable institutions in society. It is true that the church has not offered itself on the level of nutrition because the church is unaware. It's not fault of the preacher.
It's not a fault of
the preacher. Intent is to do good. The preacher wants his congregation to be healthy because the society will be healthy. But the church is totally unaware as to the things that have been made over the period of 500 years. It's beginning in England with this man known as Gregor Mendel. He was a Jesuit priest. He began the process of hybridization and cross-pollination. He began to make things. The church is unaware of that. So when a brother or a sister eat hog maws, chitlins, and when the other one eat lamb and barley, one is a Muslim, one is a Christian. But they both eat food that are totally inconsistent with our cellular predisposition. So what are we saying here? That the church is wrong? No. The church needs to raise its level of understanding at this point because we are at this juncture in life. Now, about food, knowing what to eat is very, extremely important. Why? Because the food that you eat would ensure that your biology would be nourished. Okay, but then we have to put so many things into consideration. One, you do not feed the gorilla the food of the polar bear. You will not feed the burdock the food of the sea moss. So it goes, right? We see that plants and animals are tied to a particular expression or particular food, and they live in certain environment. You and I would agree that things function best when they are in their original form than in their natural or in their, altered state, how do they function best? In their original form, not in their altered state. Well, let us see. When we talk about people today, which one of us live in the environment
Pay attention
that
over
was
there. There's nothing over here
designed
for you to
by
pay attention
creation
to.
and creator?
Trying to be slick and nosy.
Which one of us?
Who is that, Junior?
Junior, like always. Oh, what are you playing your game? Does it look like I'm playing my game?
Except for the Eskimo.
Does it look like I'm playing my game? My
The
Xbox.
one that I would see that lived in the environment.
So
that
what am
we
I doing?
designed
That's what you said,
by
actually,
some
what am I
black
doing?
people in Africa. But when we begin to talk
Putting a puzzle
about
together.
originality,
And this motherfucker's hard.
we have to consider Africa. But according to the history of black people, it began with slavery. Well, our history did not begin in slavery. It began long before slavery. And this is where Dr. Sebi himself personally draw his energy from.
Corner piece up.
That black woman in the jungles of Africa.
Here goes the corner pieces.
And what does she have to do with anything? She have everything to do with everything. And how's that? Well, it is said that I should honor my mother and my father. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Picture.
Well, my mother in the jungles of Africa didn't have alcohol. She didn't have prostitution. She didn't have any drugs. My mother didn't have hospitals. My mama didn't have any drugstore. Neither did she have any medicine. Neither did she eat anything that God did not make.
Yeah, that's
Mama
corner
only
piece.
ate that which was alkali. So my understanding of life
Here's another corner.
is generated through that black woman in the jungles of Africa.
Watch him with the fucking.
And I could never lose because
Supposed to be over.
I am told that I should honor my mother and my father. So if you bring me something that
You
is
put me
other
on?
than the jungle,
Well, I
then
poured
you are
myself to
offending
it.
me
The rest
and you
for
are
yours.
totally
Yeah, but usually when I feel it all the way to
unaware
the top, it's enough for both of us.
I guess I didn't feel it all the
touch
way.
me.
I feel it all the way up, and I get it
Into the
like all the way mine.
Yeah, I
Then
usually
you
do,
link me
but
that's
to
right.
an
You put yours all the way up
alkali
there?
world.
yeah.
Oh,
That
that's
is
right.
the answer to nutrition
Yeah,
and
because I give you at
disease.
least half of it.
Alkalinity. Well, now, Mama doesn't know what to select because Mama talk about enzymes and protein, and these things have
Where's
nothing
this
to
card?
do with human
Over
life.
there.
Nothing
Look,
whatsoever.
JJ, ain't no funny
This is
stuff.
Mama today.
Here,
This
sissy.
Mama also
Here,
has been
take
out
this
there.
shit too.
Like
man.
me.
Get out here.
I'm not saying that
I don't know
I
where
have not been because I'm wearing clothes. And this is a violation.
There it is.
My body's
You
not
had it,
breathing.
money.
I'm breathing through my nose only, but my cells are not. So you see, I am being violated, and I'm satisfied because this is the dictate of today. But about nutrition, we have
Nah,
to
no,
consider
I
geography
thought you said
and
it was gonna be
cellular
No,
predisposition,
No, you said we're gonna be
meaning
done.
that the
I'm talking
food
about him. I
of
don't know
the
how
Chinese, the food of the Caucasian, the food of the black man cannot be the same because there is a difference in the genetical predisposition. That is how I arrived at where I am, wherever that place is.
Wow, now I know because I did a lot of research on you, and a lot of people have been healed from so many diseases, from HIV to AIDS to sickle cell, and the list goes on. Tell me, Dr. Sebi, how does God deal with your mind and your spirit to combine the herbs? Do you dream about how to combine the herbs? Do you just have a knowing inside your spirit of what herbs will be a blessing to humankind?
Maybe the reason that I was able to combine these herbs and perform what is known as synergism is that I don't have a mind and I don't have a soul because I don't know what those things are. I live outside that paradigm. So how did I do this? Well, again, I'm that little boy that I always take up when I was 14 years of age. That little boy that couldn't talk about what he really see because the grown-ups did not permit you to talk. And also the religious belief around you didn't permit you to express your inner desires. Now that I'm 81, I think that I should have the privilege to talk about the truth about me. I never saw things same as my friends. I don't see things same with my friends today. So what I did, when the doctors talk about germ, virus, bacteria, I said, no. No such thing. What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean the disease is not originated with germ, virus, or bacteria. Disease has one origin and one alone. The body has been invaded by mucus that has been broken down. Without that breaking of the mucous membrane, there would be no disease. And the only reason why the mucous membrane may be compromised is because you're lacking of iron. So there again. So when I put it together, when you ask me the question, I don't want you to believe or to think that I am such an intelligent man, a wise man. No, I'm none of that. I'm none of that. I'm just a little boy that's 14 years of age, that saw things differently, and then had the nerve to bring it forward. Like, you know, I've met people with PhDs that are afraid to talk. I don't have any degree. I didn't even go to school. I've never read any book but one, which was engineering. But I met people that have read tons of books and all kind of philosophy, and they are afraid to talk. With me, I suppose it is because I'm not afraid. You know, I don't live in fear. I don't fear God. I don't fear the devil. I don't live in fear. I don't have to live in fear. I just live. And in that life process, I ask questions. So when I saw this thing about one disease, I wasn't afraid to bring it out. Now you ask me, how did you arrive?
Turn that heater off.
In the understanding that will show you that there's only one disease. I don't know. It's like asking me, how did the eagle learn to make its nest? And that nest is properly weaved. That eagle didn't go to school to learn how to do that nest. It's in the DNA.
Only educational, man.
And the recommended, it had some dude shooting. I told him I didn't want him watching none of that weird shit no more. Some dude shooting his thing in the ass, and the ass bleeding.
I remember 2 years
And
ago,
then another
I
one
was
was a chick,
introduced to
and she was pregnant since
urban
my
farmer in
husband and my
Atlanta,
stomach.
Georgia. His name was Tenenzio. His
And
name
then
is
it's just a bunch
Tenenzio.
of weird shit, like
And he
butt related
introduced
stuff.
me
I think that's
to
why they
your
be talking
name.
about butts.
Yeah, they do.
Where my television crew
It was just weird.
completed the
So
interview.
it's gonna get to
They
the point where it's gonna
uploaded
be
it
no
on
YouTube. And I literally typed in kid friendly videos and a bunch of bullshit still
Well,
comes.
too, they're well, juniors especially is not set to teach kids.
Yeah.
The herbs in my
And I think that's the problem, but still, but like,
an
goddamn.
increase in my energy. My
shit's
skin
fucking-
started to
Like,
brighten
for you to be
up.
making videos of,
When I
what's
was
those
in
videos
school,
of
my mind
fucking
just
My Little
soaked
Ponies
in
doing
knowledge
grown up
Yeah.
stuff? That's
and
sick, dude.
was able to internalize it on a different
Making those
level.
little kid voices
I
while you're
liked how the
like the shit the
products
princess was
worked
watching
in my body.
when they play with the toys
I
and it's the
told my
adults
family
pretending to be the
about
pop
it. I have one family member who wore glasses. When she started to take the sea moss and the bladder
Why are
right,
y'all trying
her doctor, her eye
don't know, why
doctor,
y'all trying to
actually
appeal to
lowered
these
her
kids?
prescription.
They're not even trying to
My
appeal to them.
mom.
That's why I said they're not even trying to appeal to them.
When she started to take the sea moss
They're not trying to appeal to them. They're just they're doing like
She came off
skits
her cane.
with grown up stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, with kid stuff, they're making it grown up like.
That
But
are in the,
you remember we were kids when we were watching this.
So
Yeah.
powerful.
Come on, bro.
I can't even imagine humanity
Yeah.
not having this information. It's just a blessing.
Looking
I just
for
want to
this
thank
fucker's
you
leg
so
and I can't
much
fucking
for
find
not
Okay,
being
well if you
afraid,
don't want that out of your mouth, then you're not gonna.
for reaching in and helping
You're a butt,
humanity
dude.
the way that you have.
Let me see.
Now, Dr. Sebi, will you open up a little bit and talk about the New York court case that you won?
Hey, man, you need to chill the hell out, bro.
Alright, you can go.
That was engineered by my mother.
That's what happens when you want to behave, man.
My mama. The one that engineered my life. The one that brought it forth in the first place. The one that I worship as my God. My mama. Yeah. That woman. She called me one night. I was in Washington. And she said, you know, I've been telling people the thing that you've been doing. But it's difficult for them to believe it. Could you do me a favor? Put the ad in the papers. put the ad in the paper that you cure AIDS, sickle cell, lupus, herpes, cancer, and the rest. Advertise it. I said, but I'm going to go to jail. That's exactly what I want you to do, go to jail. Because that's the only way that you may gain the notoriety and the respect that you deserve.
Damn.
So I told Nizam Moyo in Washington,
This is
I said,
it. No.
could you please design this ad? AIDS has been cured by the Usher Research Institute. And we specialize in cure for sickle cell, lupus, herpes, cancer, paralysis, impotence, and others. When I put the ad in the paper was 1985, the month of March, in New York.
Yeah, you still got
Come
The
on,
ad
man.
ran from 1985 until 1987.
Behave, Jay.
I began to hear
Tripping, son.
people calling me, why did you advertise that you cure AIDS?
He's gonna kick this
I didn't
table
have
up.
to give them any response.
Let me read that.
No,
You
because
should
he's
be
trying to be on my
ashamed of
booth
yourself
and do that.
advertising
So
that you
taking
cure
out of his
AIDS.
mouth.
And that I did, and that, look,
Dude, you got your mama boobies all out and
you
shit.
know,
I'm
respond
trying to
to
cover
things like that.
Yeah, I know, but still.
The Attorney General then
Like, just eat your food, dude.
sent his assistant, Phyllis Spade,
I can't find
is the
fucking-
assistant to the Attorney General of New York, Robert
I
Abraham.
found this one though.
She sent me
Iguana.
around
And it's right here.
that I should
What?
come to her office
No, that's not it.
and
Oh, that is
give
it.
me any
There it is.
complaint that
Look.
may
Oh,
may
that's
have
a mark?
received.
Yeah.
I said, that date that you asked me to come to your office, I selected to be with my wife and my babies in Luquillo Beach in Puerto Rico. And I went. When I came back, they arrested me. Practicing medicine without a license.
Fuck y'all.
Selling
And y'all
products that are
license.
approved by the FDA. And claiming to cure AIDS and other diseases, which is a fraudulent claim. Well, I asked the detective, how do you know it is a fraudulent claim? Has anyone investigated me? That wasn't even necessary. You going to jail. Oh yeah? Okay. So they had the gun drawn. I said, why do you have your gun drawn? The element of surprise. I said, my mama told me you was coming 2 years ago. So enough for your surprise. I went to court. The judge said, well, you're going to have to bring one of every patient that you have cured with a medical diagnostic sheet from an accredited medical school. AIDS, blindness, diabetes, sickle cell, paralysis, and others. Which was 9. I took 77. Because I cure AIDS. But to many people, that is so impossible. But you know what I found? Remember what we said, that things function best in their original form than in their altered state. Well, for me to really bring out of me the greatest expression of a black man, that I have to negate all others. I am a black man. Don't expect anything German, English, Spanish from me. Expect something altogether
Nothing
different.
that looks
I haven't
like
seen
this.
And that
this one. I'm
difference
missing this
is
big-
that I'm
that has to
connected
be
to the
seen right
cosmic
there.
perception
That
of light.
flower looking
Yeah,
thing.
the big
That
flowers.
particular
The
man.
answer
source
is
of
no.
giving
Stop
is
being
where
a
I
liar.
draw from that avails me the privilege to do what I'm doing. Because if I am half black or half white, I cannot function best. But if I'm
JJ.
all black, I could function.
Where's his toys
because
at?
I am in my
Junior,
element.
can y'all go get Jaren's toys?
Am I right?
His cars?
Thank you.
Huh?
That's not
What?
powerful. That's you. That's you, the black
Okay,
woman.
we'll do that. And
That's
now,
who I
Jason,
draw
yeah, there you go. Look, JJ.
Although some of our sisters
Jaren,
are
Jaren,
damaged
get your goddamn
and
toys.
everything, but
No!
there are sisters out there
Put it
that
down
I
there.
have
You
met
take your
in
shit.
my
Take your shit
lifetime
down there. Look.
that resonate on a very high
Damn, dog.
grade.
Do not bring that shit back
You
over
guys
here.
are so powerful
That's what he's gonna
that
do.
you guys are confronted, you
Right up
women,
here.
females, are confronted with a situation that you may not have been,
Yeah, this one must be missing. 'Cause for it to not to be here like
but
that.
you have the answer.
Bro, I just told you don't bring that goddamn toy over here.
By me not having a
But
daddy,
kicked out of here.
never had a father. I never had a
You know,
maid.
when I kick you out, that means go outside.
I never had a maid in the house that tells me do this or do that. Never. I never had a stepfather. I never had a father. I only had a mother and a grandmother. So when I think of life, I see life through the eyes of these two women. And that's it. And I'm satisfied.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about chemicals on the hair, color on the hair, wearing your hair maybe in the most natural state. Most of the time, my hair is in an afro.
Ah, man. He looked her up and down and said, bitch, you lying.
Most of the time my hair's natural. Why do you have to put that out there?
Because it just said, I have to. I'm a good person.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell me that. I don't
And
know.
I'm satisfied.
Look at you, like, sad face.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about chemicals on the hair, color on the hair.
It's crazy she brought that up, though.
Wearing your hair maybe in the most natural state. Most of the time, my hair is in an afro. Either in an afro or in braids.
Looks like
I
you're
don't
lying,
put
but alright,
chemicals
we'll go
in my
with
hair. I don't try
He's
not
probably
to
going
press
over there.
my
Look at
hair.
her. I don't put chemicals in my hair. I don't try to press my hair.
How
I'm looking at your hair
damaging
press.
chemicals are on the brain and
Well,
the
you know what?
pores and how damaging that can be.
You know, I shouldn't have to talk about that. Because we said about altered and original state. No. When you put anything on your hair, because the head is so porous, anything you put on hair goes straight into the brain. And it affects you adversely. So naturally, any chemical that you put on your hair will affect your thinking. Not only your thinking, but what about the babies that you hold against your hair?
Come
And the
on,
baby.
Come on, Jerry.
Alright, you
I've
out.
had many
You're
babies.
out.
Yeah, just
brought
close
to
that
me
door. That's it. Let his ass cry out
that
there.
damage, the dermal
Tripping,
were
dog.
damaged because of the mother wearing chemical in her hair. So it is good that you do not wear any chemical. Okay, these questions are asked today. Why do we have to ask what is the damage done? You know there is damage done when any chemical is used. You know that. Why do we use them?
Well, the reason why I wanted you to bring it out is because a lot of times people will hear it from a different vessel, or they'll hear it explained in a different light. And I don't hear a lot of this being taught, especially in the African American community. And I wanted people to hear from you the damaging effect.
I understand. I understand. You know, the African
But I
American
hate right. Oh, here
community
it is.
is one of the most educated community in the world. I can attest to that because I interrelate with people all over the world, from Russia to China, from China to South America.
It should be hard to find this one. It's right there.
In my journey, the only thing that I see with the African in America, not the African American, because that's a hybrid. Either you're African or you're American, one of the two. Well, we are African people in America, so do we have any information in the schools
So this goes.
that would help us to understand who we are? The answer is no.
Okay,
Because
that's the
all
problem.
the information in the school was written by Europeans for Europeans.
Here goes some
And
purple.
I'm
This
not
should be
saying
like
that
a
was
flower or
bad.
something.
All I'm saying that we are at the juncture in life where we have to bring and put into motion those components that can avail us the privilege to prevent us from asking the questions, why do we use this? What are the effects of this? It's like protein.
Here's this. The lady.
What is protein? I don't think there's a black person in the world that knows what that is. But if you talk to them, they will say, you know, I need
ladybug
protein
right here?
for what? What is it?
There's another ladybug piece right here.
So
Just
we
found
need
it.
to educate ourselves, or
There's another ladybug.
not
on the
re-educate, but
perimeter.
acquaint ourselves
Where?
with that
There's one right
which
here
is
and one here.
alkali,
One has
which
a
is
yellow
electrical,
background, one has a blue background.
from that which is acid, which is non-electrical. We don't know these things. But once upon a time, our mothers did, because they were in the jungle. And in the jungle, you only have that which is alkali. That's right. So now we begin to see where we need this information that Dr. Sebi has, and accumulated over the years to be shared on a broader spectrum.
I've enjoyed this interview. I've enjoyed this interview with Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi, thank you so much for taking this time and opening up your heart and talking to the television viewers. And can you tell them where they can?
We must be missing, not missing, but we must have missed when they put it though, because this one right here should not.
Oh yes, you could have put it right here in Memphis.
No words right here.
By my sister, 33 South 3rd Street. I think you will get information, telephone number later, which is 901-237-9777. My main office is in Los Angeles, California, which is the office where, you know, we send things all over the world. And that office is area code 310-838-2490. That's Dr. Sebi's cell phone. If you would like to log in to the internet, that is my information.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sebi, for honoring me with your presence and sharing information. This is actually a prayer that actually came to pass, and I thank you so much for everything you're doing for humanity. Thank you so much.
I want to thank you for inviting me. I want to thank you so very much. And you, the listening audience, thank you very much for listening.
We, the jury, find the defendants, Dory and Drew, not guilty.
That boy didn't hurt
She's
himself.
been acquitted for a crime that she definitely did do. She's fully believing she's a savvy person who tricked everybody.
Dory is handling all her lies collectively. When they think it's all just finally closed after the trial, it happens again.
She gets kidnapped.
But now it's come full circle where Dory is the missing person.
The fourth season is an homage to Misery, Room, Silence of the Lambs, movies where people are held captive against their will.
Top of season 4. Dory wakes up in
It's fucking
a
annoying.
basement ship.
I wonder why.
Friend of hers has kidnapped her. She's really trapped, like a caged animal for a while.
And she has
You
to
didn't
go
do
through
that.
and brainwashing.
This season is just pretty much how does she survive. But Chip turns out to be a little smarter than she thinks he is. Wow.
It's not his fault.
After the courtroom hell, Portia is an actress and still trying to find work. Portia Devon.
You breastfeeding?
In a made-for-TV movie called Savage, the Dory Sieve story.
Then she gets cast as
Can't show
Dory.
all your breast. What you
It was
not
very
trying to
fun
in the
thinking
first
of like
place.
how Portia would play Dory.
Some people think I'm like,
Intense
ooh.
stares and guys, please.
Feeding my
Chantal? It's like the worst casting of all time.
Our viewers are just not interested in your political perspective.
Elliot's asked if he wants to become conservative.
He puts up a fight for 5 seconds and then convinces them to like get him an apartment in Columbus.
No, dude, that's what he wants. He wants to come in here and mess with this shit. No,
To a left.
go away. Go away.
They do a
Go
right
away.
side part. He does clearly.
I'm not your mama, I'll tell you straight up.
But I think he's really doubling down. We're going to be a household name.
We're celebrating. My son's not guilty today.
What, isn't Dory going to join us?
No!
We find Drew struggling with the fact that he murdered someone.
He doesn't trust Dory anymore, and he wants to get away from
The
it all.
border was gonna be easy, but fuck.
Drew has a new job working at Merry Maryland.
These two
He's
people-
a lion prince, and he is in a relationship with a princess.
I could do this for the rest of my goddamn life.
He's fully regressed to his
No, it was
childhood,
at
but there
Yeah,
was a closure
yeah, I know.
for Drew in
Just right there,
particular,
right now.
and he says, I need Dory.
So no one knows where Dory is.
I'm scared. They're all bonded through the trauma.
The friends are now forced to search for Dory.
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing one of
It's
these
become more
pieces.
campier and funnier.
We'll go back to that box. It's
No.
very possible.
It's fun too.
Yeah, I know it's possible because I've been
the
missing them.
Scooby-Doo quality of season 1.
What if this isn't the right one?
Scooby-Doo, but like the stakes couldn't be higher.
You know what? Where's that? There's purple spots.
Over here.
No. Yeah, that's it, but
that's right here.
I have this one right here. This purple. See right there? Purple spots with some. Yeah, we missing a lot?
Well.
You don't even like this is the whole border.
Hi everyone, this is Julie. Thank you for stopping by to
there
share
should be
with me
one
today.
more
I hope you're having a fantabulous day today.
with purple.
And I hope it's all going well for you thus far. In this video, I wanted to touch on something. Dr. Sebi did a talk some time ago, many years ago, and
No, I'm saying because I missed. Yeah, I know, but see, I got this purple one. I got this one right here that I'm working on, and I got this little one that's out of nowhere.
And I think.
Yeah, but that one that you just moved over there, it goes on this
when
side.
I look at what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
You see?
No, not really, but yeah.
Well, look on the big map. That's how I was able to even find this piece because I was putting this together right here.
We can see how prime ministers. We can see.
You don't know, man. Be quiet, dude.
Scientists, doctors, and all of these people that many of us hold in high esteem. How they continue to betray.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck this puzzle now.
When we look at what is being done, we can see that is something that is clearly orchestrated. For those of us who are aware of certain information, certain even basic information as it pertains to even the mainstream science. We know that based on what the information that is available and what we're
I connected that one. Nope.
There's no reason for all of this chaos and drama that is
He's still sleepy, then go to sleep. I know he's still sleepy. Lay down.
That's the thing. The aim is to create.
Ooh, that kid is annoying.
Out of that chaos, then they can usher in the order that they want. Now.
Okay, you said this was probably this one down there. No, it's a beetle down here. Wait, this doesn't make sense.
To look more to ourselves.
No, this is a corner piece. Yes, the caterpillar. Where's that caterpillar? There you go.
Individually, and stop looking at people
It's just one more probably.
Tell us what to
before
do.
You get there.
Yeah.
Because most of you, especially if you have been following the information that has been put out by Dr. Sebi.
They don't fit.
It don't.
It usually leads you on a path where you begin to explore more. You want to know more. You want to understand more. You begin to see nature in a different way. You begin to see medicine in a different way. You begin to look at history in a different way. And that is all a part of the growth process. Now, one of the things that maybe we should begin to
this might be whatever I'm looking for, though. It's right here.
Leading ourselves.
That's right here
We have to
somewhere.
become our own leaders. And the situation that we see unfolding with the whole COVID-19,
who picked this fucking puzzle, dog? Fuck, dog.
To cause chaos and confusion. Because when there's chaos, when people are confused,
it's like that right there.
It's easy for them to not take the action that they need to protect themselves.
This has to go up here somewhere. Yeah, I don't like when you do that. That's real annoying, man. I don't like when he does that. He just fucking kicks it.
We often see
it's real annoying,
one
dude.
scientist in the mainstream media. You have one scientist and one information saying one thing, and then another saying something else, and that is often done sometimes deliberately.
I got all of these little
to
mushroom
cause
things
confusion.
and can't fit none of them together.
And then the sad thing about it in many instances is that individual is never really hearing the truth. They're hearing two orchestrated sides.
Yeah, this is the corner piece of that, though.
The coin. So
I'm telling you, just let him cry. He'll go to sleep, man.
That's the case in all situations, but in some situations, that's the reality. Now, going forward, I think we should begin to think about self-sufficiency more. becoming more self-sufficient, especially as it pertains to providing our own food. This is key going forward from here, providing our own food. Let me tell you, I remember when I went to the UK, first went to the UK about 5 years ago. When you go into the supermarkets, you could get seeded grapes and there were unseeded grapes. In the space of the 5 years that I was there, by the time I left the UK a couple months ago, almost, it's not quite 2 months yet, but there were, I couldn't get seeded grapes in the supermarket. They were no longer available. And
ain't no more seeded grapes, but they ain't trying to sell that shit to your ass. They don't want you fucking taking their shit and making money off of it.
And then next thing you know, they started doing it with the watermelons. So you would even buy organic watermelons and there are no seeds. How can it be organic and there are no seeds? And this is what
now watch those fucking words they talking about, bitch ass motherfuckers.
A bit more time, you would go into the
somewhere.
supermarkets or the markets, you
buy
a watermelon, there's no seed. We live on an abundant planet. When you buy, usually you buy your seeded grapes. You get so many seeds from one bunch of grapes. One bunch of grape could potentially produce dozens of
I must be missing a piece. There's no way that pink piece like that should be missing like that.
Plants. I know it grew on a vine.
Watch it, it's right there the whole time in my face.
Produce.
What the fuck?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, this is it right here.
Same thing for the watermelon. One watermelon has so many seeds. So many seeds. You could probably get hundreds of new watermelon plants from one watermelon. If you take those seeds and replant them. And so it goes for so many other fruits. If you pick a sweet salt, several seeds. If some fruits have one seed, some may have two, depending on.
This is goes over here somewhere.
There are seeds you can replant.
Oh.
But when they are devising ways and means to ensure that now when you go into the grocers, when you go into these food markets and you buy foods, you're getting foods that has no seeds
Keep seeing this fucking Beatles heads, but I don't see where it's at on this damn thing.
That sometimes,
seems like it's on this mushroom.
In the future, somebody else,
there it is right there. Boom.
Or some other entities will have total control over your food supply because you have no seeds. And so it's imperative that we begin to be responsible for our own food supply.
So that's the full four corners right there then?
Yeah, right here's the four corners now.
Maybe you can start
this
on
one
your
right
kitchen
here.
countertop. You can start on your garden.
It has to be
in your
okay.
garden. Sometimes you spend, we use all
That's
of
it.
And yes, it's nice to have beautiful
Feels good to teach you something sometimes.
But nature produces them in abundance.
Oh, here goes a frog right here. I think.
But we have orchestrated a world in which
is this the
we
frog?
don't
No,
always
this is the frog leg
get
at the bottom.
foods as readily and as available as
yeah,
it
no,
was
no, this one too.
originally intended.
Oh, okay.
And so,
What'd you say?
this is why
this is the frog over here.
some of that garden space that you have the pretty flowers, you can plant some vegetables,
right there.
plant a fruit tree, your favorite fruit. If you're in a climate that is conducive to that kind of plant, why not plant it?
No.
You might not reap it. Maybe it's even your children or grandchildren, but plant it. We have to begin to do these things.
Down here though.
because
Closer to the
what I am seeing is
Like
that
a bunch
they
of
want to
what?
control our food supply.
Yeah.
They want to take
Right, right.
control of our food supply. They want to control our food in every
I still
single
don't
way.
see where that purple's at on here.
Our
It's
food is
crazy.
being contaminated. The ones that they are supplying us is contaminated. The water is contaminated. The air is contaminated. So we have to begin bit by bit to take.
See this right here. This is where that purple. This purple is over here somewhere, but.
And so one of the ways that we can begin
But I'm
to
not
do
working
that
on this
is
right
we need
now.
to plant our own food. Plant our own food. Produce our own food.
This right here.
Individually,
Look, boom.
as a family, and as
And
communities.
then, boom.
There are some communities
No.
now
But this
where
piece was good.
people live natural. They live off the earth as
Shout out to someone who cares, man.
One community or group or family doesn't produce, another might produce, and they barter. Yes, there are still people who live like that, where they produce foods, they barter. One family may have tomatoes, another might want cucumber, and so forth. And this is a way, some of us don't want to think like this because we think it's so low, it's so primitive, it's so down there, and so on. But in all
Man, we missing a lot of pieces, dog.
Let me go back through this box. Is this the only box that have the pieces right
that
here?
is being
No, this one I have some in this one now.
so
Let
I
me go
wanted
to mine
to talk about it. Because one thing I've noticed is that they always tell us what they intend to do. COVID-19,
I'm trying to get this square done so I can start working on little pieces on the inside. But shit, we thought that was gonna be easy with those.
It's crazy enough. The British Prime Minister getting COVID, even that was predicted years before he was even Prime Minister. How?
Let's see how like.
Because it was orchestrated. It's all orchestrated.
See like how it's not really fitting at all. You know what I'm saying? Like.
They tell us what they're going to do. COVID-19, they told us. They put it in the movies. They did Event Tour 1. And they have been hinting at a food shortage for some time. And that is because they are putting situations into place where they are beginning to control the growth of certain foods, especially in some places in the world, especially in the Western world. They have more control. In America, in the UK, etc., these places. Because many people rely on the supermarket for food.
Like I even have orange pieces over here, but I don't even see orange pieces
if there are
on here.
trees growing outdoor and you pick something, some people it's like, you know, because that's just it. Everything, the supermarket. And if you rely on the supermarket, it will be easy for your food supply to be controlled. And it's important that we spread the message. What Dr. Sebi teaches is important, it's fundamental, not just now, not just yesterday, but going forward. It is, Dr. Sebi's message is more important today more than ever. And so it's imperative that you share the information. It doesn't necessarily have to be this video. It doesn't have to necessarily be this
Why not you
channel.
sabotage my side, dude?
Any channel or source of information that sheds light on certain things as it pertains to.
Are you doing good on this puzzle, should I say?
As it pertains to natural foods, hybrid foods, natural plants, hybrid plants, and so on.
Okay,
because Dr. Sebi often drops so many jewels
What is
in
this?
one
I don't know, but
lecture.
it's an edge.
Sometimes it's so
It's an
much
edge? Well, I mean, no,
you
it's an
learn
edge,
from
but
it
I don't know what it goes to.
that years of university never taught you.
Let's see, yellow.
And so this is why I say
Seems like one
it's
of my edges
important
over
that
here.
we continue to share
Edges?
information
You got
that
eggs?
we understand that the way forward is self-sufficiency
Yeah, it's right here somewhere.
at the individual level,
It's up here somewhere.
family, and community. Self-sufficiency. And one of the key things that we need to begin
Yeah, because it's like the iguana.
is
Yup.
to take control of our foods.
A la
We
verga.
must be responsible for food supply.
It might be shorter than
As
what
I
this picture is
noted,
right here.
whether it's from an
It might be
individual
shorter
level,
in.
family, community,
Because
you know.
you see,
Start with you.
never mind. Oh, see,
Maybe
because
you-
see that there's a yellow piece right there, and there's a little bit of a yellow tip right there. You see, but there's more yellow tip there than there is here. You see, so it's more shorter. So that means maybe about this much of this plant's not even there. I'm looking for this plant, but it's not there. But this one, well, here it is right here. Yeah, I was right. Look, see, this is the plant right there. No, but this is that plant. It's cut off more on here. But I still, yeah, it's more cropped. But this right here, it still should be easier to find.
There's one that is of control, sickness, early
But this
death.
definitely goes somewhere right here.
And
somewhere.
when we look at what's happening with the whole COVID situation,
This goes like that.
we're
Yeah,
supposed
this
to
goes
be
like
have,
that.
we're supposed to
And this
have
goes
a
right
World
here
Health
like this.
Organization.
And
But
that's
they
what I'm
never
missing
talked
right
about
there.
health though. Throughout the whole so-called situation where they told us that there's supposedly a virus, quote unquote, running rampant, how much health information did they give? How often did they tell people that they could turn to herbs if they need to help their body? How often did they tell people that they need to, eat certain types of foods, get fresh air, go in the sea, swim, enjoy nature? How often did they tell people that? No, they didn't. They didn't. And this is because we're listening to, many of us are listening to the wrong people. And so, share Dr. Sebi's information this morning.
Hey man, go grow up, be a man, and get you a job,
You
dude.
have a specific
Yeah.
type of personality, or you can draw in certain people, Start a channel, start a blog, spread the information,
Got this piece.
share it with others. It's important that
Here we go.
this information
got one?
reach
For that
out
one?
into the community and touch those
There you go.
And
So
then
we're
boom,
missing.
there it
That's
is.
your box too, huh?
Yep.
All
So
the
that connected
pieces-
that whole thing right there.
All that piece you're missing
And
is
so-
because it's in your box.
That's what I wanted to touch on in this video.
Nah, remember I put stuff
I
in
know
there
I've
too.
gone on longer than I thought I would, and I hope it makes sense to you somehow.
How hard is
But
it hard to fucking make this?
I think
going?
this is important. Hope you found this useful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Leave the channel if you'd like to see in this
Boy,
world.
I do not care. And
I
this
do.
goes right here. Look, this
Have
right
a
here.
fantabulous day today. So,
Put that in there, I think.
No, like it.
No. Okay, what it goes right there. This purple one goes over here, I think. Right.
Well, that's
Because
already done
they
right there.
said
That's off right there.
So it's
that
up here.
marijuana is a
Here
drug.
it is.
Well, I don't know when it became a drug. It's very much
But
organic,
this goes right here. No.
very much natural.
No.
So, when they said it was a drug, what part of it makes it a drug? The THC? Well,
Oh, this is
listen
the
to
butterfly one.
this.
Because this goes up here again.
Water is a drug. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Water is
When they said that marijuana is a drug, and it is because it has in its structure the THC, meaning that marijuana has 102 minerals, and if you take one out the arrangement, the THC by
found
itself
Yeah.
is a protoplasmic poison. It has to
Now you
work
can
in
chew one.
conjunction with the rest. With water, you have hydrogen and oxygen. When if you separate
This is the
the
grasshopper.
water pure oxygen.
Shit, they cropped the shit out of the top. I think if this is the grasshopper's head.
It was what? They make what? Thank you. So when they talk about marijuana being a drug, they talk about spinning it. No, in nature, you use everything as is, whole, complete.
Oh, they cropped the shit out of this one. See, look how much of his ears are gone.
I drink it. I drink it every day, as often as I can
how much
too.
he's cropped?
But
oh yeah, look.
These last
It's like
days,
this,
after
like right
taking
about
that green
here.
food, it made a believer out of me. And I never use it. But then someone called about the viento. And a little boy named Abu Bakr from Washington, D.C. said,
No, I'm trying to figure out this one. It doesn't go right there, so it has to go here.
Well, Abu stand. Abu sit right in that chair and look around this house. I said, I know where you made this house. I said, oh, you made tree circles and you joined them. And that's what it is. That little boy was very observant.
Boom. It goes down right there.
Abu would come here and have a long conversation with me and said,
I can't tell if this is a part.
making the banjo. I said, why?
Like this little edge right
It's an
here.
intelligent medicine.
I don't think so, but shit, okay.
It's a tonic, it's a liquid. But Abu noticed that since you've been drinking it, it's gray.
I was thinking that you probably did that. I did that too, I think. Like where I put the yellow pieces, the ones I was looking for. I'm like, hold on, let me put it here because I need, you know what I'm saying? Now, this is the one that I needed the whole time. Your ass is glorious.
Who did that?
That was me.
That's Taiwan. You see beautiful people? Taiwan. Tell them what is good for your pressure.
Is that one of his kids?
Tell them what people need when they weak. And when you get iron, Carao. Carao is a fruit that grows in the tree long. It's loaded with iron. So Taiwan said that she's a doctor, right? She's a doctor. And I believe her. That's my daughter.
Yes, the daughter.
You know,
Jesus Christ.
We have a relationship like no other daughter. Her mother gave her to me when she was only 8 months. And me and Charlie in that room right there until she was a year and 8 months. It was me and my baby. She grew up with daddy. When she was a year and 8 months, I got her a babysitter. Now look, I'm 79. You think it's so That's her mother.
Just tell me how to get the fucking cure so I can go back and doing my drugs. Basically. Just give me the fucking quick fix so I can go do some help.
I was playing a performance that I want you to hear. The Nubian Sunday.
Let me see. Oh, that's me. That's me. That's me. Where's that? Dude.
You would love it.
I don't know where it goes, but this one needs to go where I'm at.
You gotta hear it. My time. Yeah, Taiwan.
Oh, here goes this too right here.
Well, very, very close, but things happen. Why did Mama give it to me at 8 months? I'm up there. It was a Saturday evening about Roger's time. I said, police call come up there. And this girl in the police called me the baby. And she said, here. And gave me a bag of diapers. And the police said, we gotta take her. She's very sick. she was suffering with postpartum depression. And she was dropping the baby. You know that what Angela Yates did? Angela Yates killed 5 babies, right?
Yeah.
That lady didn't mean to kill her babies. That lady was sick. I could see it. So Pamela brought the baby to me and said and left with the police and they took her to the doctor.
Oh, but why they take her to the doctor, but all of us, we fucking gotta go to jail. That's what we're trying to understand.
And here come Pamela. Taiwan
I gotta watch this again.
said,
That's
I
the new
who's
words
that?
I
And said, your mommy. She ran to her mommy and raised her dress up and grabbed her by the breast.
What part is this?
But wait. Now, that little girl had to come into this world. You know why I said that? Because I fought Pamela. I was 78. And Pamela is 23. I'm 25 years older than Pamela's daddy.
No, it's not it, but
I could be Pamela's grandfather.
this is your side, right here.
I said, what you want with me? I don't know what you said.
Boom.
Because you're black, you're old, and you're
I
ugly.
think this line's done. That line's done. Oh, we got one side done, Doc. Let me take that recording. You did most of that though, but shit. Still good. 1 hour, 2 hours, ready?
Look, here's another piece.
What does that mean? What?
Damn, girl, you had all the pieces on your box, dog.
Shit,
man.
And I was doing
Pay attention, man.
a rough draft. You never heard of a rough draft?
You ever heard of a?
I'm gonna suffer now.
Yeah, shut up.
My friend said,
This goes
the
right.
big man baby.
Boom.
I said, yeah, the big man
I don't know where that goes to.
And I told
Right here.
Pamela,
God damn it.
Pamela, I didn't know you were pregnant with the big man.
Let me go check this
The
real quick.
big man baby.
Come back, I'm having a whole thing finished.
Man.
Pamela tells me, I dream with your mama every night. And she said, my mama died 3 years ago. She said, but I dream with your mama, and my baby gonna look like your mama. Not only did the baby look like my mama, she was born the very day my mama was born, the 26th of February. So when you look at Taiwan, she had to be there. I fought for better. I didn't want to have a young girl. I'm 78. And then her daddy came and tell me, I don't know what my dear daughter see in your,
On another
but
piece.
she's in love with you.
No, it's your piece. I just put it on there.
An old man with a young girl. But you know what? Is it a plus?
Keep all the pieces in there, then. Oh, look, I found these. I can't wait till he goes to the restroom.
It's not about me take energy to hold her.
Alright, that's all.
You know what I mean? Like some men
I
would.
have to go through them again. Let me check mine. Then.
No, it's none of that.
There he goes. I'm gonna check my side.
So,
Which one did you find, Lovey?
This one.
Takes care of you too.
Oh, that goes in right here.
Takes care of you.
oh, Pamela is on it. She bring my sea moss. Yes. In the morning
That's
when you
that
wake
big
up,
red one?
Yeah.
you can have the sea moss with hemp milk. And you sweeten it with some agave. And put a little salt in it. And you could have some spelt bread with coconut butter. That stuff gonna make you.
Yeah, I want to get on that
good.
kelp too.
That sea moss is loaded with energy.
Because it's a type of bread that we can do. But I want to make it
A lot
myself.
of calcium.
Bread?
A lot of
It's a type
phosphorus.
of bread that we can actually
A
eat.
lot of it, not to
That way we
mention
can use that. I've
iodine.
seen kelp
So
tortillas
Pamela
too.
is the only
Like
one
from
that
the
knows
dude
how to
He be
prepare the sea
bullshitting
moss
that
that
Ty's
I like.
Conscious Kitchen
And
dude.
she said,
Saying his meals are based on Dr. Seawee's regimen.
Oh, I remember. There's a lot of motherfuckers that are doing that bullshit stuff.
But some of the stuff, of course, that's where the research comes in because you can pick and choose what's good or not.
she needs to be with somebody else.
And he has some stuff. Well, most of his stuff is good, but he be bullshit. But I saw him make that kelp that kelp bread. He's like, oh yeah, I want to try that. That way I don't have to put out bread.
Yeah.
Because it's like rice. Like the quinoa substitutes that.
Yeah.
And I've been eating it like how we eat rice. And then the kelp bread, it's like really don't have to compromise. Where you compromising is like shifting your taste of things.
That and not really, but
the craving.
The craving.
Yeah, the craving. But once you get past that craving, which I don't know what that looks like yet, I'm hoping I find out very soon. But once you get past that craving, it's smooth sailing. Like I'm on day 3 now. This is my 3rd day. Tomorrow's day 4.
I've seen everything that you said in your videos.
And I don't feel depleted. Because I'm getting all of my nutrients. But I do feel those cravings.
Friday will be my, Thursday will be my second week. I'll be here until.
How much sugar?
Satellites right now. Satellites at 87, 90.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Dr. Sagan, I have a question. Can I talk to you in private? Is that
Oh man.
Not now, but what? About a tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Tomorrow.
Let's go take here.
About illness that I have. Called duodenitis.
From where?
We all out here now sitting in this circle talking.
Yeah. Where?
All of us are here for a reason.
Baltimore?
Yeah, but shit, your reasons are not for my reasons.
The doctor named
I got butt sex too much.
Darcy.
See? I tell you in private.
She called me yesterday. She wanted to join me. She could cuss me out.
The way you laugh. Sound like the Joker's laugh from the movie.
But now she wanted to join me. And I like it because it's going to help more people.
Yes.
And I need her service.
It's a grasshoppers.
But yeah, Baltimore. I remember
It's the top of his
30th
legs,
Street.
all this up here goes together.
30th, yeah. The Bay Area.
She said the
I like
gay area.
Baltimore. I was in D.C.
I need to make like little spots for like
Connecticut Avenue.
the colors, you know what I'm talking about? Wherever we have once we get that borderline fixed. I have to go through these
What's
motherfuckers.
wrong with her?
I have a question, doctor,
Okay.
about Parkinson's.
Do you have Parkinson's? No, shut the fuck up.
Feel to be sold with herbs?
Trying to sell some shit to
You
people.
don't control it. My first Parkinson case was this man named, he's a bassist in New York.
Don't say the back.
Mr. Chandler. Yeah, Mr. Chandler. Mr. Chandler came and said, I was in New York, Broadway. He said, you know, I don't have much money because I'm a musician. And my wife is a burden on me.
Birdie?
She had Parkinson's for 9 years. He got to change her. He got to cook
Put
for
this
her.
whole piece up here together.
Where another?
You
found one?
The grasshopper, all of
The
these.
man is beautiful.
These were already here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you put that one piece I had with the whole leaf in it?
There's like 3 pieces right
Yeah, I was trying to find that shit, huh?
I said, Mr. Chandler,
Just
I've never treated Parkinson before, but I suspect it's a central nerve disease. Taiwan. So, I'm not going to make any promises, but I know she will do better. That was a Friday. That Sunday morning, listen to this. Sunday morning, I got a call at the hotel. Hi, Dr. Sadie. I said, hi.
Tell you what, I ain't found a piece over here
I'm
missing
Mr.
it.
Chandler's wife. I'm making breakfast today for the first time in 9 years.
Eating breakfast.
She made him breakfast.
That made
Her husband.
Yeah.
Boom, that's connected.
Oh my
What happened?
God, that made me feel
The
good.
lady had Parkinson. The one who was a
The
burden.
second case.
Oh, she felt like she was a burden to her.
No, he said that she was a burden.
Oh man, what a hoe ass. I thought he was the one with Parkinson.
No.
Man, what a hoe ass.
No, she.
I would have made Grits and threw that motherfucker on his ass. Fuck that motherfucker talking about he a burden and shit.
Yeah, that is fucked up.
I don't wait to see him.
But
Hey, the truth of the matter is, no, not the truth.
but she's had Parkinson's for 9 years. Shit, he could have cured Ali.
He took the remedy and he said you could give a speech in my church. And in the middle of the
Everybody
speech,
telling him about it.
he stopped the speech.
But at that
I
point, you
said,
should
I
try
have to
anything to
demonstrate something. And he shaved.
You said what? Dick in the ass?
What?
And they wonder why he's shaving.
Dick in the ass cures and that's true. That's not a dick in the ass, but putting something in your ass will cure erectile dysfunction. I wonder if that is true. Somebody go to the doctor and shit always get hard on when the doctor put that finger in his ass.
The diet. The remedy may vary. This man has diabetes and another person has diabetes and we give them the same thing. He recovers and this one asks why. That is when you get into the understanding of biology and the response to certain things. It's not what I gave him, but I gave him everything that was related to the central nerve system. You see, you have to be able to compartmentalize it. Like if somebody come with rickets, but I know that's his bones. If someone has sickle cell anemia,
got one,
but that's not his nerve, that's his blood.
This
And
right
so,
here,
and it
this
becomes,
is almost done down here.
but you just put it
I
in
mean,
the
this right
department where it belongs.
It's coming together, one
Yeah,
piece in
we have
between.
many people Parkinson. And the priest, he was so happy, he set up from Santa Barbara. Yeah.
Two of them.
Was that?
2 of them was to come in on the 16th of May.
Oh yeah, the
You
Parkinson?
seen the guy that has butt sex?
Yeah, priest.
Oh.
From New York.
I want this to be you guys' own. That's why I want, Bolívar is gonna come into being in 2 days. And you're gonna be a family affair. And where we help each other. We share information.
Find something else that matches up.
We share.
I mean, you can
And you
stay.
become a support
Shit,
group.
that's it right there.
Well,
And
it
you
is.
feel that I saw that in New York.
And then the ladybugs right here.
I miss New York. I miss
that's
New
it
York.
right there.
Do it again, Don. Yeah.
I love New York.
Say, let me ask you a question. I'm from New York.
Yeah. I love New York. Treated me so good.
Now, I'm
You
from,
guys treated me so good in New York.
I'm from New York.
Oh, because you know why? Because over there they got a lot
10 years
of
I've been going
Some of the
like
sweetest
people
people
of
I've been.
other cultures that just like, yeah, let me see that. Because we're used to using herbal stuff, like the Chinese and the,
And I know I'm getting better.
Pakistans and
Green
stuff.
food, I was taking green food and I was taking
So there's
the
one piece
iron
in
plus.
between these two.
That took me on a level that I had never experienced in my life. Alright, so I know the products work, that's why I'm here.
Thank you.
But my main, the one, my anger is, and I understand, that's why I'm here. My anger is I'm dealing with Bob, who's up in Gun Hill Road, Rashad. That was one of my doctors, herbalists.
Boom.
You know what I mean? I was dealing with it for so many years, and now you know Bob, up in Gun Hill.
Boom, connected the whole thing.
And
That's good.
I never got well from nothing that they were doing.
Which was easier because we got all those
And
pieces.
you know, it's like it's frustrating now for me because for 10 years I've been on herbs.
What was the last thing she said?
10 years she was on herbs. 10 years on herbs. 10 years she's been on herbs. Baba, she was being treated by Baba and it didn't help. It didn't help her.
Baba.
Is that he wants to call and he really don't care? It's like he wants to call, but then he doesn't, he just sits in business and asks me to call.
He knows the Bronx.
Yeah, he knows it calls.
Gun Hill Road.
Who's it?
In New York.
Hey, chill out.
10 years.
Bro,
I've been doing this 10 years and I haven't gotten my healing.
Right.
Like I said, the products that I bought, the 3 products
I
that
am
bought,
Robo
I'm
Gators
doing better now than
3000.
I've done in the 10 years.
Alright.
So I'm here at Usha to start I've been on this journey.
Yeah.
But now I see healing coming, my pressure's down, the different things that's wrong that I see is being corrected.
You called him or you called
And I just
you?
want to thank you
Okay.
for sharing your, not philosophy, but letting us know that healing does exist.
New Yorkers talk so
I don't have a philosophy.
You don't have a philosophy.
Yeah, I don't need that.
Hey, stop running through there.
That's why when I decided to quit my job as an engineer,
Okay.
my mama said,
That's all I can find. I can't find no more.
you're able to do what you want to
Only
do.
about 2 pieces.
Don't go into the field and you're going to offer something
I need that purple one.
that
man.
she would take it out for 10 years and let it work.
Oh, shit.
Because I know he was giving her some not too good herbs. Many people have various ways to get to the goal, but there's only one way there that is sure, the organic way.
Yes.
And the organic way is electrical. It's electrical. It's pulsing. It gets to you. Because you pulsate. So they have this thing called affinity. Assimilation.
No, it's not.
It's beautiful. I'm going to Morocco the after tomorrow. Casablanca. Anyone of y'all been there? It's a beautiful city. Matthew and I are going there to do some purchasing. We're debating what are we going to eat. But Morocco have good food.
Yeah. Good bread, too. It's gonna be a problem.
Yes. Roseanne is a spokesman for Bolingo.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing in creating a nice, healthy family. The organic family, where we could depend on each other sharing certain information, because I really love this. I love doing this. Look, when I was a little boy, 12, I'm running the streets, right? Everybody's in school but me. So my grandmother said, we're going to fix him. So they sent me to this guy named Boydie Renaud. Boydie Renaud is a tailor, Mr. Renaud.
This beautiful.
So I'm sitting in this tailor shop, searching. Oh my God.
Where you going?
I just know that one.
And I'm hearing these birds outside singing. And I'm thinking about the river. Man, I got up on that chair and I threw that table and I walked out of the tailor shop. I went to the river.
Hey, I said stop running through there.
Well,
Stop being hard-headed.
plus 33, 1945. 1979, I'm in Honduras. And I saw the tailor shop. So I told my wife, I said, that's the tailor shop my mama sent me to. I hope he's alive. When I got to the tailor shop, the man is very much alive.
This is the frog's body. But you already finished that side, right? Hi, I'm Jesse. And over the summer, I read the book about how boys like boys. You probably got that book in the fucking phone now.
How boys like boys?
Yeah. It's 'cause your daddy's gay, that's why.
Where does this go?
That's Dr. Say.
Welcome. Welcome to Usha. Shorter, Jutes Avenue, Jackal Pastor, that was in the 70s. I was just getting into this stuff. And that music took me into it all the way. You know, I listened to it. You know the music of Pharaoh Sanders?
I don't know.
You know the music of Pharaoh? No? Oh, wow. I'm a bit strange on this planet. How was it, fellas? Welcome to Busha.
Right here.
Where you are from?
I'm from New Jersey.
Where?
New Jersey?
New Jersey.
Fuck this one.
Yeah. I was recently in New Jersey. There's a policeman there. Larry.
I know I seen a butterfly wing somewhere.
Yeah, on diabetes.
Looks like
He
a
had
frog.
a sugar 600.
That's happened to me too.
Should go down here somewhere.
That was a Monday. The Thursday was 91. And he was all happy from New Jersey. Okay, just get on with it. You know, this center came out of our energy that
I don't know where
make
this
things
one
happen,
You see?
you know.
Well,
Can't
you
give
look when I
credit
ain't
for
finished
it.
with this.
Yeah, but I was
Because
scaling it
I'm
around.
That's how big it is right there. Look, this right here. And this
That
right
right
here.
there.
Probably one more. And then this right there with one more.
So, I
And
had
then
these
this right
dreams
here.
though.
There's like two
These
missing
dreams
here.
about helping. But my friend used to always criticize me because he said that it would be difficult for me to reach any level of endeavor because of my limitation not going to school.
That's a big leaf right there.
That was according to them, but my brain would tell me something different.
Yeah, this might have to get pushed open.
So,
I'm just saying, look, at this.
I became
this
very
right
sick.
here. Yeah, right here, look. Right here.
You got it?
Extremely
This one,
sick.
and then this one. Right
I
here.
was angry.
Open this up. This has to open right here.
I want to blow my brains out.
No.
I want to kill
Hey, you act
my
like
wife.
I didn't feel the same fucking way,
I
man.
tried to kill my wife one night.
Oh, yeah, oh, shoot. I don't know about that.
I don't know what deterred me. And I was going to kill Marilyn, and she would.
You be like, I don't kill that George.
Why I want to kill her? Because I was sick.
Yeah, that's what you're
You
saying,
could
dog.
be that sick. You could be offering and
Making
deploying
excuses.
to others, and you
Oh, this is more wider. This is more wider. You gotta go more. And they say it was not too.
So,
27. I mean,
I've spent already 10 years in New Orleans.
Is shit. Cause
And
this right
these
here
people
goes
in New Orleans took me in a
probably about right.
beautiful
Goes about
journey.
Right, this one is. So there's a.
One of them was an anthropologist. His name was Ronald Evans.
Hey, this one's this piece right here.
He called me
Ladybug?
and he said that he knew a man
I need a blue
in
fucking
Mexico
piece
that
with
would
some
heal
pink in
me.
it, man. I don't see it.
Well, I was too encouraged because I've been to Russia.
Oh, you know what? Let me check
You
it
know,
out.
like I was in Odessa in the hospital. I was in London. I was in Liverpool in the hospital.
Streets,
I
right?
was
Right here.
in Argentina, Buenos Aires in the hospital. So this man that he's talking about, who is he?
The ladybug that's right here.
He said, man, go see the man.
I don't
I
even
said,
see the
just
ladybug
move around.
anywhere.
Let me see. Let me see.
Why are you
Well, I'm
so
just
sure
saying
that
these
this
three
man could help
streets,
me?
like these right here.
He
And
said,
there's a ladybug over here.
because
I don't
there's
see her right here.
integrity behind this man.
No, there's
Hmm.
this one.
Okay, okay. So we're missing
I
some.
jumped in a little ballroom from LA. I am gone to Cuernavaca.
There's some. I need to go check that shit again.
And the man looked at me and said, "You are dying." I said, "I believe you." He said, "How do you know?" I said, "Because last Sunday," I said, "I was walking from my bedroom to the bathroom,
Drop some of these over here.
and I didn't reach the bathroom. I got up off the floor. I was there.
Look, this is his face right here. Somewhere. When
You
it
see
is
the
time to
diamond?
fit it.
Shit, I might be right
But
here.
listen to me, he said.
Or when it's time to fit it, it's right.
I'm going to take you into a different world. A beautiful world. A world
Here, you can go through
that
this
is
if you
full
want
of
to.
nothing but joy. But you're going to listen. I wonder what he's going to tell me. He said,
You found one?
if you continue on the path that you're on, you're not going to live to see 50.
This one right here.
But
Is that
if
it
you
right there?
change
Yep, sure is.
that
Got it?
journey to another,
Still not
you'll be
collecting,
making
but I'm looking
babies
for
in your
them.
70s. You see, but I'm not making babies now because my penis isn't getting hard. And I'm only 30.
Now they say,
I'm babies in my 70s.
right next to
So
that.
you said, look, are you gonna
Shit, maybe you fucking lose some weight, fat ass.
You listen to me.
In front of everybody, bitch.
Right.
Shit, lose some weight, maybe I'll be more excited to have sex with your big ass.
For how long? 2 days? He said, no. 90. I said, man, this man is crazy. This man got a mind. 90 days?
Calculator.
How could I live? He said, how could you live?
This is
He said, okay, just put it into perspective. You can eat rice, beans, hog,
Beans and rice.
you can eat the lamb.
Great.
These things are poison.
Rice with some cornbread.
You can eat the eggs and bacon. They're poison. So if you stop eating the poison, that's a plus.
I haven't eaten all day.
How am I gonna live?
Except no, I ate that stir fry.
Barely.
Oh my God. But I'm impotent. So I'm gonna try this man. 1 day passed, 2 days passed, 3 days passed. On the 20th day, I'm no longer diabetic. On the 57th day, I'm no longer impotent. That was where there was a war in me. Why? Because as a child, I used to go to the barber shop, Mr. Quick from Trinidad. And these men would talk about eggs and wine for sexual virility. And naturally, I'm a young boy. I'm listening to these grown-ups. I'm going to be influenced by what they say. Come to
These
find
pieces
out,
have to fit, lovely. It seems like that's all the pieces right
that
there.
was never true.
Really?
But I grew up with that
Go
particular
ahead and look
way
at
of
it.
life.
There has to fit.
Now, it's 57 days of not eating, and I woke up, and my penis is standing up straight. So now, I want to really understand this. And I did, because the body was able to drain
I'm about to look at this and see.
the plaque
Check
that has been accumulating over those 30 years.
This.
And I was holding aware of it. And that is the one disease. There never been two diseases in the world. The one disease is inflammation. And it is acquired by the things that you eat. What you eat will determine how you live, how you behave, how you even relate to you. What you eat. Look, I gave a speech in D.C., and this brother named John Clark T. He called himself the bicentennial poet, spent many years in Australia. So he came to hear me talk, and when I'm preparing for the lecture, he said, if you don't watch the things you eat, the things you eat will soon eat you.
No, wow. Yeah, we heard about that before.
Is that what you got from the lecture? He said, that's right.
Okay,
And
this
that's what
has
she
to be a
said.
frog's leg or something.
And it's true. You see, the goal is what? The goal is peace. Internal peace.
Yes.
Thought you had it, girl.
You want that peace. It's not for me what you need it, it's for you. The love that you are able to acquire is the love that you need.
It's right here, up here.
You know,
This is a
the African have a saying, an angry heart devour its owner. So you better have a good heart for you to live long. And I saw that with my grandmothers. I had two grandmothers, one from Jamaica, one from Belize. The one from Jamaica, she always find fault with everyone and everything. And she had a coin or two.
Boom.
So she eat these very special meats and sausages.
Let me see. There's this
And she
pattern.
was
This.
a lady that didn't live too stressless.
It's not it, bro.
It was stressful. She died at 70. The grandmother that slept on the floor, and I slept on the floor with her, because that's all we had. We didn't have the money to buy in a bed. So that grandmother lived to see 100. And she was a happy woman. Mama head.
This is the frog.
But she lived different.
Yeah, this is his foot right here.
I never heard my grandmother say that much about someone that was negative.
These don't belong here, right? These two pieces don't belong. These three pieces.
She's always
Okay, yeah, that
pleasing. And she showed me the value of submitting to that word. So just go back to the original conversation now. Topic. The Mexican.
And this goes right
I
here.
came back to LA on the 57th day.
Oh, butterfly
My
right here. That's what I was
election
looking
is
for.
back, but I'm scared. When sisters would come to me, I would say, hold it, I don't want no sex. Because I wasn't sure. So, I went back to see him on the 94th day of my fast. I lost 89 pounds. I was very happy. And from then until now. But in the process, I learned a lot of things. And I'm still learning. I'm 83 years of age now. And I thought that at 83, I would be the wisest man on the planet. But I'm the dumbest. And I realized that at 83. So wow, well, when do you really get the package, you know? That you say, this is it. I know you don't know anything. And this is why I'm in love with the Pope today. The Pope
I'm in love with the Pope. He's in love with the Pope?
Today?
I don't know.
I just heard him say that, man.
I'm hearing it like you hearing it, shit.
But that Pope is a very wise man. He said, when he was asked to give the word of the day, he said, I don't know anything. And in reality, what do you know? Nothing. But why you need to know something? Why maybe a trade, learn to fly a plane, manage a ship like I did, but beside that, what do you know? There's nothing to know. You're not going to ever know about how the universe was made.
Yeah, it's right here.
You were told that, and you believe that.
I need one more piece.
But do you know?
I need one more piece right there.
You don't know. We don't know.
I
That's
need
all
one
why.
more piece. I need two pieces right here. And this
As
is the
I
third
travel
piece.
with the new way of life, I begin to see these different shades and rainbows of colors
No, I'm saying, does this go in here?
that I didn't like.
Yep, there it goes. Alright, missing
Why?
two pieces then.
Because it was taking me into a world that I was afraid of. You see, I was a merchant seaman for 10 years. And I'm vulgar, loud, nigga crazy. That's me. But I live there. That's me. That's now, I'm seeing these other things. You better straighten up, boy. And one day, I walk into this place called Herbs of Mexico, and a woman is leaving, and she said to me, "Would you please leave your number?" I said, "Why?" She said, "You save souls, don't you?" You see, I don't know what she saw in me, but I didn't feel what she saw. When she said, "You save soul, don't you?" I knew that she was emotionally out of balance, because I don't believe there's anyone on this planet could identify the soul. I began to pay heed. Then these sisters in Los Angeles, I was a steam engineer, and I'm experimenting with these herbs. I'm going to Mexico to buy these herbs. And these sisters started coming around. Abby Lincoln, Marlon Gibbs, Sharifu, all these sisters, Uta, and Mwalimu.
This all goes over.
And they were getting these herbs, and they were feeling good. And they made me Sadie. And the day that they gave me that name in that ceremony, I knew that with that name came a responsibility. A responsibility that I was not prepared to carry out. I mean, I knew it. So I had to lay back for 5 years, reprogramming myself, such as certain words. You know, Seaman, we cuss every 5 words. Certain behavior. Then one day, everything cleared up to me.
This didn't feel like?
I wanted to do something good. Now remember now, there's books out there like Jethro Claus, Back to Eden. There's Alma Hutchins, Indian Ornithology of North America. There's Ivan Kirchhoff, the Russian. There's Hipólito Rodriguez. There's Myers. There's Culpepper.
This goes fit.
But they all made the same recommendations for the same disease. Yet no one is being cured. Somewhere along the way, the science of biochemistry came into my head. Why? Biochemistry. The chemistry of life. And it is in that science that I spent 5 years. Then I could see. I could see clear now. I cannot use peppermint. I can't use aloe vera. I can't use echinacea. Why? They are hybrids. What do you mean by hybrids? Hybrids mean a product that was made by a laboratory.
Was it? I think.
Wow, can't believe that I run up on this thing. I'm in Washington and I got a call from Dr. David Ayensu. Dr. David Ayensu is a botanist. He's a member of the Smithsonian Institution. Dr. Sebi, I heard that you have done some research in herbs, with herbs, but have you ever considered using the rosy periwinkle as a cure for leukemia?
It connected?
Yeah. No.
Now you're missing that one?
No, right here.
Maybe just one?
I said, Dr. Ayensu.
Yep.
That's it.
Many people have been cured of leukemia without the aid of the
This is the
periwinkle.
height. Oh, hell no.
Called the
No,
periwinkle.
I'm about to say hell no.
It is a plant that was
something's
hybridated
wrong.
in Madagascar.
I suppose it doesn't look out of shape.
Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be over there.
Its molecular structure is
The
incomplete.
flowers,
No, it's up here.
the 3 flowers, look.
It's an acid-based
Oh, this one.
substance.
It didn't fit.
No.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
I
why you
said,
put
I
this one in
mean
here,
just
though?
what I said.
Hey, no, I didn't.
Periwinkle.
It goes right here.
It's
No,
a
it's
hybrid
connecting
plant.
right here. That's it. Damn, man, I fucked
He
that up.
made that mistake
Now,
because
what about
he
this
didn't
one?
quite
This is the one I'm looking
understand
for right there. That's it.
the science of
Is it?
biochemistry.
So we're missing one piece.
Even
Well, let's look under the
Hippocrates
table
agreed.
first.
He said one of the first
Alright,
consideration
again.
You can if you want to, because I mean, all we gotta do is connect the pieces in the middle. Let's work on the pieces in the middle. If we find it, we find it.
something that
I'm about to work on this flower shit right now. Cool, good job.
ginseng herbs, peppermint herbs, echinacea herbs,
First time we ever worked together.
herbs, beets herbs. You don't do that.
It's not good,
I used to drink more
I'm about to work on
carrot
this
juice
right
than anybody in the world. Had more mucus than anyone else too. As I began to put the science of biochemistry in the mix, in the equation, that was when I began to produce these products.
What are you gonna go do?
Nothing. I was gonna just, low battery.
It says low battery. Did it still on though?
Yeah, it's still recording now.
Okay, let me see.
And because
how can I do this?
I was a steam engineer,
I can get it.
What are you trying to
I
do?
had
I can plug that in to charge it still.
to use the laboratory to break things down for
Yeah, almost 3 hours so far.
I learned that.
Let me see.
And when I took a pH of concrete, it's 4.8. Oh my God, I said no. Oh no,
Need a
I'm
charger.
wrong.
Let me go get that air.
What do I mean by
What, it's cold now?
4.8?
Can
It
you bring me
means this.
something? Can you bring something out of the kitchen?
In nature,
Shit, nothing. There ain't nothing.
everything is electrical. For it to be electrical, it has to have a pH of more than 7. 7, as you know, is the neutral point in breaking things down. Hydrogen ion concentration. You call that pH. How do we translate this into something sensible, Dr. Sebi? Okay. pH of 7 is neutral. 7.1 is alkali. 6.9 is acid. And as you go down the road, as you get smaller in number, the more acid the substance. As you go higher in number, the more alkalinity there is. 7 is neutral, but 7.1, the water here is 9.8.
Can you bring me those walnuts?
Very high in oxygen and alkalinity. So you want to select everything from a pH above 7, but concrete is 4.5. Oh, I was so
Can
disappointed.
you bring me those walnuts?
Then I took butter.
Like, I need
Butter
to.
is
I
9.
need to eat some.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but I'm about to eat some of
So
this.
what's the difference there? One is native,
Wait till tomorrow.
one is non-native or made. Okay, I begin to put the compounds together and I begin to hear the result. And ladies and gentlemen, my first patient was a blind man, Mr. Fredericks. My little girl
He had herpes of the ass. Like, what the heck?
was 9
Damn
months,
it! CB,
but Usha could
bitch.
talk.
Like, you figured out
She
how to
could
do
talk
it?
for 9 months. And
It's
I
not
had her
too
in the
heavy?
kitchen with me
Huh?
and I was talking
It's
to
not too
her.
heavy?
And when I look out the kitchen
No.
window,
Let's hope it's charging.
there's someone there. He said, look, I'm blind. Could you help
Yeah, it's
me?
charging. Then that bitch was like a
I said,
4%.
I'll try. I was an engineer still.
You said the C?
see.
Walnuts.
I said by Wednesday, no, by Friday. That's the Monday. No, why did I select it Friday? Do you know that's crazy? I've never treated a blind man before. Why did I say Friday? Why was I so certain? I don't know. I said, but you'll be seen by Friday. The man was not seen by Friday. He was seen by Wednesday. The man came back and looked at me and said, I could see. I said, you raised his left hand. I raised my left hand. He said, you raised your left hand. I said, wow, the man could see. But when the man told me that if I had him to see, he would give me $1 million. So when he came around the gate to come in the back, I was bad feet like I am now. And he looked at my feet, and he kept looking at my feet, and he gave me $35. I was so happy. I was so happy. Happy because it worked. And I wanted things to work. I don't want you to give me your money and I'm lying to you. I would like to live. And I want to clean. Mr. Frederick was seen. And then the Japanese came with his wife, Fred Takashita. When my wife cannot have babies, she had endometriosis. Virginia's the name. She was from Utah. She was cured and she had babies. And so it went. And one day I left. What a day for me.
You don't want the quinoa?
Of the messenger of
You
healing.
say you don't want the quinoa?
You put it with
Because I am not the healer.
Oh, I thought you brought this because you were going to eat some
The
too.
healer is a
Like, I
woman.
thought you brought this because you were going to eat some too.
What are you talking about?
I'm
I
only
thought you brought
the
the agave
messenger.
because you were going to eat some of that too. So I was going to say you were going to eat some of this too. Like the way we had it last time.
You had quinoa in it? No, I don't remember that. I just brought it just in case you wanted to.
No, I was just going to eat that shit like that, but I'm eating like this now.
Yeah, okay.
I am not the healer.
Yeah, I gotta
The
have that.
healer is a woman. I'm only the messenger. You see, in healing,
Tastes good, but it's not doing it.
it requires to
The
be
syrup?
a nurturer. A maid cannot be a nurturer. It's a female. But what happened in the last 500 years, they trick you women, they let you guys believe that we the boss.
Shit, this spider web is bigger than that shit.
We the shit.
What do you say?
You get behind.
Men trick
So,
women believe
my
that they're
mother-
boss and they're the shit.
Oh, they're the
Don't
shit.
for women.
And I used to have these conversations. But I was always sensitive enough to see the truth. How could I come out of a woman and be as powerful as her? I mean, that is crazy. I mean, I came out of her. You got messed up. I said, the way that things are now, I blame you, woman. Because you allow men to lead you. No, that is against all natural arrangement. You don't see that out there in the natural life. Whenever you see a group of elephants, they all are female. They no male there.
Only one.
The lioness,
Yeah.
if the lion is the king of the jungle, who trains his
Yeah,
child?
it's all women lines and then
The
and
man's just a muscle.
the man's just a muscle. There's only one man.
But because you guys have not
That's where
taken
that's where
the rightful
the
place,
Hebrews bring that in
then
as
I
play.
better be putting this message out there, hoping that some of you would pick it up and say, well, just do
We
it.
talk about teaching though.
The woman that has come before in the
Could
past,
have just said it's just natural.
they
But,
did things to
But
undermine
then
it.
but this is where I'm like against what he's saying.
They only
Because
said
if you
you
look
want
at
the woman.
England's,
But the one that's going to carry this message into the future,
herbivores, I guess.
I know
what birds
hasn't
consider.
arrived yet.
You look at penguins.
There's a system.
Stay with that
by
one
the
day,
name
and
of
that's
China
it.
Washington.
So that's not the majority. We could be one
She's
of those
one of
creatures that
the
don't do
best
that.
cooks that
You know
I've
what I'm
ever
saying?
met. And a beautiful sister.
I don't know.
And quiet as cat, she's the only sister that right now, beside my daughter Salma, that runs the village that is around me. I don't know if you all saw my little daughter, Taiwan. Yeah, she's another one that told me that I'm a doctor. I said, no, stuff. So I met these girls, I got these two girls now that I hope will carry on the tradition. But I want responsible grown-up people. And this is why we put together the Bolingo. The Bolingo Group. The Bolingo Group is a $200 million project. It's a project that's going to have 7 healing centers in the United States. You're going to have a herb research development in Africa. And I'm going to turn this healing village over to Bolingo. Why? Because I don't think it is right to charge money to someone to heal them. I don't think it's right.
So you don't think that's right to charge money to someone to heal them?
So my mama said,
So he's
okay,
gonna turn over all of those.
we'll go to DC
There's a $200
and give a speech.
million project to get 7
I'm telling them,
facilities.
if everybody
He
did
said 7
$5,
facilities and he's gonna turn
not
it
$5
over.
million,
He's not trying to charge for
you
it.
could build the healing village.
But then you have to worry about these motherfuckers that are gonna
No.
fuck it over.
The nigga will keep the money.
What do you call it? Daughters and sisters.
We're just I wanna turn it over to my daughters and hope that they carry on the
They said I'm a thief. She said they're right. I said, why they right? She said, because they have done that to people so many times. Yeah. So you know what you do? I said, what? Bill it, and then you send it to them. And that's what I did. So now, Bolingo will take over the Usha village. You joining it with $200, immediately you're only going to have to pay $700 to come here. But when all the money is collected, you wouldn't have to pay a dime after that. Why? Because we would have 1 million members, and each member would pay $10 every year. That's $10 a year. That's a $10 million every year. Well, the village only takes about 3 a year to run it, and you have 7 million left over. But then what it does, it gives you the privilege to come. And you don't have to pay anything.
So whenever you're sick, you just
I think that's beautiful.
I guess I ain't really listened to it, but it sounds like he figured out how to have the health system like basically free. Because everybody's paying $10, even though you still have to pay. You know what I'm saying? You're not paying him, you're paying the people who are not controlling it, but running it. Like me, I just live here. You pay for me to buy the medicines and stuff, and get the herbs and stuff, and then that's, to me, still another form of systematic shit.
I think he's saying the goal is obsolete.
Yeah, but he was like just doing that and then going to obsolete that.
Because you're not going to win
Like,
it
you're not
if you
saying
get
long
out
term,
there.
but just enough to get it.
Because once you start learning that, then you're like, fuck this.
The best you could
I'll just
do,
grow my own shit.
that you'll receive a moment of peace. So you want that. You want that space, and to get there, you have to heal. Healing is not something you're going to do overnight. No. But you all have taken the first step. And that's very good. Because from now onward, you will be aware of the glucose poisoning and the poisoning of
They did something.
glucose, sugar.
Barely.
Gluten.
Gluten.
They're doing it to us. And not to mention Africa. And the Caribbean, everybody in the Caribbean is sick. Don't go to Barbados. 1 out of every 7 is an amputee. That's bad. So we're creating a family now where we could really relax and play and enjoy each other and love each other. In fact, Bolingo means love. Yeah. So as you come to Usha,
flower too.
You get these compounds that are fresh. They look simple, the little glasses, but over the days you begin to see changes. Subtle changes.
I'd rather just drink my teas and eat
And
my sea moss.
see, wow, you know, I don't feel this anymore. Because everything is organic, everything is electrical, and it's liquid. The villi and the intestine will be able to absorb them really fast. And the best thing to do is not to eat.
It feels like when I was at my mom's house, I used to watch the infomercials.
But that's okay.
I could just taste that
They're
food.
strong enough to come back.
Imagine the cravings kicking my
So
ass
when they
back
give you
then,
these
but my body got used to what I was already eating. But like, I could just, like, I would pretend to be tasting food in my mouth.
That's okay.
And
So,
and it's like,
when
I
you
don't
drink
want to
these
do that right
things,
now, because then I'm going to be like,
what you're
well,
getting is
now I
what?
don't have to sit there and
Phosphates,
want it. I got to
carbonates,
go get it.
iodine, and bromide.
Boom.
Iodine
Yeah,
and
this shit is
bromide
crazy.
are big to
Maybe
your
because I'm not like
endocrine
focusing on it
system.
how I can, but
That is the system
this shit looks like
that's
gibberish.
going to balance your body and your life. The pituitary gland, thyroid, parathyroid, your ovaries, my testes, and the pancreas makes up the endocrine system. But that system depends a lot on the iodine
On this guy.
from the ocean. Depends a lot on it. The phosphates and the carbonates, that is for your nerve and tissue.
You got some
You
more?
find those in the sarsaparilla,
Damn.
and the guaco,
And
and
this
the
over here, but I haven't
that we make the compounds with. There is a new one that we use that I was really amazed to see the work of this herb. They call it little black string, called Seal Negro.
Seal Negro.
But let me say this before I forget. There's the guy that plays music. No, he plays piano. Ahmad Jamal. You know the Jamal? Wow, you know, he was a musician. Maybe I'm very ancient, isn't it? Nigga old. Ahmad Jamal. Ahmad played a tune named Poinciana. A very pretty tune.
Oh shit, really?
So years later,
Does that fit?
Ahmad called me.
That don't fit.
Dr. Cindy, Ahmad Jamal. You know who am I? I say, I know who you are. I was in Chicago when you were playing at the Persian on 63rd and College. He said, yeah, I like your music. He said, look, I said, before we continue, could I find Poinciana?
Yeah.
Poinciana. I said, yeah,
He's
Poinciana.
concentrating, pissed off. This thing's fucking
I know what you mean.
bullshit.
I said, you know the tune Poinciana? You know yet forgot? Wait, the same happened to me? Nicole called me from Ontario. Dr. Sebi, you messed up. I said, why? Because that green food that you made is the most powerful remedy in your arsenal. Wait, then this woman called me from Arizona, Dr. Sebi. You know, they give you credit for a lot of things, but I think you're crazy.
Okay, bye, bitch.
I think you should start making all your products and only make one, the green food.
Oh, you gonna tell me? Oh, okay.
Bold. People don't be knowing shit
They
about
know
that.
what I mean in the office.
Talking.
tells me, Dr. Cindy, you know the patient when they come,
This has to go
they
like
ask me green food. I said, I'm sick and tired of this shit. I start making the green food religiously. Today is my third day, and I could tell you guys some stories that will sound like they're not true. You see, even though I made it, I put it together, but I forgot it. It's good. So when you get back to wherever you're going, tell them that you want the green food. Why the green food? Because it appeals to every part of you. I mean, it does wonders. It makes you feel so good with your nerve and your bowels. You've been taking it. What different do you feel?
More energy.
Energy?
Yeah.
The same I said. But with me, it was one more. My balance. My balance is back. You see, I was anemic and I didn't know it. Why I was anemic? Because I neglected myself for 2 years. I was 81. You don't do that. I'm 81. I'm lucky I'm 80.
It's time to fucking start putting.
You know, only 5% reaching the age of 80. Well, if I'm lucky to get to 81, then I should take care of my body. But what happened, my ex-wife and my manager stole my business. And it went south. And I had to rebuild again in 2014. And in doing that, I forgot about Cindy. But I've been taking that green food. Man, I felt so good, fellas. Please.
Let me get that butterfly piece right there.
This one?
Yeah.
The green food is good. I drove a car from LA to Honduras. 5 days, non-stop. And I was taking an equivalent of the green food on the way.
What is that?
And when I got there, I have more energy
You
than
said
when
you
I
drove
left.
a car from LA to Honduras in 5 days?
Energy.
Is that, where's Honduras?
It was
It's
beautiful.
like going down like Mexico.
The goal is what? Internal peace.
But yeah, I guess you can drive there.
That's the goal. But to reach that goal, we have to eat right.
Yeah,
We have to
what?
escape it. Rerun.
What?
From what's happening right.
What?
Rerun. Fred
Oh,
Davis.
okay.
What do you say?
That's good.
What do you
He
say?
was supposed
So happy
to
with
made a
me.
mess, but he cleaned it.
He slimmed down, got lost of diabetes and high blood pressure. And one night, Fred is passing in front of soul food restaurant. And those baby back ribs. And the baby. A coleslaw. And those biscuits. Come on, man. One more time, Dr. Ward. Come on back. And he turned back. And he went in there. And the brother that was living with him told me the story. He told me the story. Fred died eating that stuff. That's what he died.
Dude died eating that crap?
And he was
Because
a
he
beautiful
went back
guy.
to it after he
You know
stopped
they
eating.
call him rerun, right?
That's the only part I don't like.
He married the same woman twice.
He ain't trying to die. You know, relapsing.
Yeah, he married her twice.
That's the scary part about it. That's when it's
Because
like, you gotta get the kids off of it, because having that food.
Maybe she had something.
They say
There
we go
again.
like
There again, your diet comes into play.
then having them
In 1961, I would blow my brains out.
we gotta figure out how to get them.
And an
That's why
Arab
land is so important.
named Miseli Suleiman
Because it's, like you said,
from
the process is
Algeria.
pretty much, and we have an abundance.
I'm an engineer then. And we had a talk in the mess hall, in the dining room. Man, I'm fed up.
All these
I'm
mixed
angry.
pieces.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah,
I
put
took
some
the
brothers
This
brothers
on.
one
on
is
made
this
for
one
this
over
get
here.
ready.
Okay.
On a joint.
This one.
I said, well, I'm gonna smoke my last one.
Yeah, these are
And
different
I'm gonna blow
ones.
my brains out. There's an old mattress in the top deck. I put the gun under the mattress.
This one?
And we coming out of the Red Sea. When you come out of the Red Sea, as you turn right, you're going towards the Indian Ocean, towards India. But if you turn left, you're going towards Persia. Well, at that turn, I said, I'm gonna blow my brains out. I'm smoking the weed that I will get into my high and then get the gun, go outside the rating of the ship, hold on, blow my brains out and fall in the water. Nobody will know. And I'm contemplating this. Man, when I look up Michelle Suleiman in front of my face, guess what he's gonna do? I'm looking for you. I said, looking for me.
Oh man.
Looking for me for.
I don't know. I have some pieces right here. I don't even know if it's iguana. I'm just like, fuck it.
The stuff that you
This might be your iguana right here. That's the iguana right there. Like,
you saved my life. I look so stupid. I said, what? He said, you saved my life, man.
Here goes another iguana right
When
here.
we said it did that,
I don't have a picture though.
then all defense gave way. Now, all in the devil, I said, he saved his life, and I wouldn't pick my own. I was afraid to pick the gun up with my hand, to turn on the side. I raised the mattress up and I kicked the gun off. He said he never knew that I was about to commit suicide. This is why you never know when a message is coming to you. That you really need. You don't know.
No, I'm just saying though. I don't know if
this,
you want a piece of your gun.
you prepare for it. Never get angry at anything that is directed to you. Anything that is directed to you is directed to you for a reason. Understand? Don't why me. Why you is happening. I work with a Mexican. His name is Pablo. Pablo motto is that accept what you are given. And it's true. It makes life easy. It's beautiful. It's a nice thing to live. I could talk about that now because I was about to commit suicide. My life was in a state of disarray, and it was all due to my life.
Bugs. You can put
Everything
bugs
was
right here
ugly.
if you want to. Look.
And everybody in it was ugly.
Still looking for that piece.
So, as you all come here to begin your journey of healing, remember this. Don't put anything in your mouth that doesn't belong. And every time you do that,
Penis.
you watch that negative reaction.
Booty hose. Coochie.
You will get it. You don't do it. I'm glad you're sure here. I feel good. Welcome you. This place was designed for you, not for me, for you. This is why I keep the price down. I don't want the price to go up. The cheapest one is $5,000 a week. I charge one. Because I want people to eat, and eventually, I'm not going to charge anything. I'm going to be one family, right?
Yes.
And that thing that really makes us feel good is going to come out. There was a woman in LA. In the 60s, we were revolutionary. Oh yeah, we thought we were kicking butt. And the woman opened the door. I said, you guys are insane.
What is that, iguana?
Insane, why? Because love is not in the equation. Everybody said love. Do you know? It took me 25 years to assimilate what Miss Lily Watkins said. I asked her son, Bob. I said, Bob, you remember that night when your mama came and said that we were crazy? And she said that love was not in the equation. I said, how long it took you to assimilate that? He said, about 25 years. I said, it did the same for me. That love is so beautiful, it's for you. And then your recipient is going to feel you. But when you carry anger, you're going to feel that too. Yeah, we're gonna feel it. So, we give you the herbs here that are gonna begin the journey of cleansing. The cleansing process, oh yeah. An intracellular cleansing. Each little glass is designed to do a certain work, a certain job. They all are well balanced. They all are beautiful.
I'm getting a little discouraged.
Yeah. Any questions?
You gotta separate the pieces and then.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing, but I'm so discouraged.
What, finishing it?
Yeah.
This is mine?
I thank you for being here. Blessings.
Yeah, I know, no. This is just goes like going to the kids' paper.
Unfortunately, 20 years ago, I was diagnosed.
Oh, you wanna call it night?
Well, with this,
I was diagnosed with
puzzle part, I'm not ready to go to sleep.
an ailment.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Illness.
Okay.
An illness.
Illness.
Alright, well,
Illness
good. Do
sick
me a favor then.
that affects
Go
one
give me
in a
some Ziploc
million
bags.
people.
I'm
I
not
Separate, you know what I'm
researched
saying?
it's German Irish
So you
Jewish.
can write on a piece of paper.
Of that
The
woman.
pin's right there, right on a little sheet of paper
Here,
saying
they
like
treat
what parts
the
are what,
they
like these
treat
are
the
green.
things that the illness cause, but they won't treat the ailment. And I had such a hard time getting here, I had to pay for a companion. Then I get here, I'm like, oh, I need more time. And I'm just, very excited to be here. And I learned that I could go home when I want to, but I could go home and apply it all. Then naturally, you put all these blessings. So I want to know what to do because they're not dealing with the main thing, which created all diabetes, the symptom,
Would you say that we have to go to the central nerve system? I think so.
Yes.
Thank you.
There was a gentleman next to me, he takes something for his nerves.
I would like to talk to you privately better.
Okay. Thank you.
I was just asking, I would hope that you don't give me your personal reason why you're here, but what you just heard, about the philosophy of Busha. I want y'all to know that it is about cleansing and rebuilding cells. That's all it's about. Cleansing and rebuilding cells. Well, you're not going to miss. You're going to feel it. You're going to see it. But you need to stay with it. And one day you're going to see things change so sudden. Yes.
Oh, she was there.
I got to say, been waiting a long time to meet you. Thank you again for having us and creating this oasis, as I call it. But I'm pregnant, and a lot of things they're not sure of what I can do and what I can take. I was told that I couldn't have any of the thermal water, and I was told I could only have 1 cup of the thermal water per day, and I could only go in the sauna for about 5 to 10 minutes, and again with the pool. So I wanted to just confirm with you that is what I'm supposed to do.
Thank you, what she said.
She's pregnant, and they said, the nurses told her she can only have 1 glass of thermal water a day, and the sauna for 5 to 10 minutes a day.
The sauna, I agree, but not the water. She should increase the water.
No.
Increase the water.
Who told her that?
The office.
Was it Juanita?
Who was it? I guess that was the person that told
Light-skinned?
the printout.
Is she light-skinned?
No, what's her name?
Sama.
Yeah.
Sama.
That was not the right recommendation. The more water she drinks, the better it is.
Drink more. Can she go
That
in
can
the pool?
actually just stay in there.
If she wants to.
Oh yeah, about marijuana.
It's always good.
Can she smoke weed?
You should go at it.
Oh, because I can't.
I'm the one doing it.
I've been smoking working since I
Every
was
time I see
14.
anything like that,
Oh man, alright, so because I can't read, I have no authority, y'all.
Wow.
it's fucking annoying.
Sound like that guy at the.
It's annoying.
Sure you can.
I don't know which one is which. I just started putting all my pieces with the
Well,
ones
what
you-
else do you need? We only got the
Small
iguana
little place
separated.
name.
What's the
No,
yellow
I know
part?
that's my whatever iguana comes on this side. What's that?
Left iguana.
Left side.
Beautiful people.
And then right iguana, left iguana, those are pieces we're bagging.
And I learned
Yeah,
about
I
the
guess
use
so.
of
That's
marijuana.
Well, greens too, greens, and then
40
I don't know what you want to call it. But
different diseases.
Is this a
Marijuana
specific thing,
would
or you just
respond
got
to.
only greens?
You
in
greens, I just
take
put greens.
a cup of tea every evening.
No, you said a cup of tea. The tea. I think what they give in New York, I think what they give in New York is not good marijuana.
No. We say here, are they giving you the tea at night, the Cecilia?
Only if I ask.
They should give you the tea. The tea is one of the best
We
remedies
got
in the
butterfly
world.
and dragonfly
But
right here. And then
again,
left iguana,
this
right iguana,
economical
greens,
structure,
and then what
you know
else?
what? You can leave this like this though. To tell you the truth,
God made a mistake
you can leave this like this, really.
when he made
I'm
marijuana.
gonna take it to the back
God is a
to
drug
your room.
pusher.
We can do it over there. We can do it the next time.
Alright. So do we need this?
Um,
Ziploc bags? You wanna just do it just in case?
no, 'cause I like it like this. 'Cause we already knew. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. What do you think?
No, I don't mind.
So the goal is
Yeah, I
what?
just figured that out.
Internal
Because I'm like,
peace.
well, I'm gonna put this somewhere down in the fucking living room, so I have to put it in the room.
That's the goal. But to reach that goal,
Bugs.
we have to eat
Buy
right.
some bug pieces. Just put them right there.
You're not going to escape it. Rerun from what's happening, right? Rerun. Fred Berry. Fred was so happy with me. He slimmed down, got lots of diabetes and high blood pressure. And one night, Fred is passing in front of soul food restaurant. And those babies that he made. And that's
This is
baby.
your iguana right there.
And coleslaw. And those biscuits.
Maybe, I don't know
Come
that.
on, man. One more time, God Lord. Come on back. And he turned back. And he went in there.
Fred made a mistake.
And the brother that was living with him told me the story. He told me the story.
I tell you, I
Fred
died.
died eating that stuff.
It's okay.
That's how he died.
I do it again.
And he was a beautiful guy. You know what they call him Rerun, right? He married the same woman twice. Yeah, he married her twice. Because he needed, maybe she had something. There again. There again, your diet comes into play.
I'm just holding on to shit.
Oh shit, it fit.
For real?
I bought that. Wait, did it?
Yeah.
Did it? Does that fit or am I tripping? No, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. It don't fit.
Put all this
Yes.
shit inside.
In the morning when you wake up, you can have the sea moss with hemp milk. And you sweeten it with some agave. And put a little salt in it. And you could have some spelt bread with coconut butter.
This stuff that doesn't belong in there.
That stuff will make you feel so good. That sea